Oh, are you ready? Oh, I don't know if I am. Oh, well, welcome to All Shorts on this fine, sunny, no, wet, rainy, cold day. On a Sunday it is, I know, it's terrible. Shocking it is. Well, sound check. Rainy. I've got sound. Good. That's a good start. Well, oh dear me. Anyway, hello you bunch of unsuspecting vitamins. Or should I say victims? Unsuspecting vitamins? Oh my god, yeah, that's a bad start already, isn't it, eh? Well, certainly are unsuspecting vitamins of democracy's demise. Well, anyway. Blimey. What can you say, eh? In this rather dystopian nightmare. Seriously, well, peed off all sorts today, I think, to be honest. I try not to stick my head in the news too so much these days. It drives me insane. The world's gone absolutely mad. So today we're going to be diving into the into a tale that's so flippin' twisted. It makes Brexit look like a garden party, I suppose. Maybe. Or maybe not, because that's a shit show as well. And so much for that flippin' well.
We got an oven-ready deal, put it in the microwave.
This oven ready to take the turkey out the day before Christmas. So, chapter 1. The prelude. So brace yourselves, my friends, because Sir Braverman and her ilk, rights be damned, is about to make your worst nightmares look like a Disney movie. Well, could be. And she waltzes in, she does, making her statements, belittling little, you know, pocket-sized Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Well, with all her charisma and quite chilling ideas and idealisms, idiocies. She's a loon. Keeps proposing legislation. And make your grandma's Sunday lunch a roast turn into a map and a weapon. A mappin'? Oh my giddy aunt, I thought I needed a drink. Oh crikey. A mappin'? How'd I get that from? I meant to say a weapon of mass destruction. Sounds like my mother-in-law's Sunday lunch. Hope she ain't listening. Oh, crikey. Overcooked sprouts. They go black, they do. Horrid. Ooh, cabbage. Stuck to the bottom of the pan because I got caught. Well, Braverman and her ilk, they want overrides. Human rights, your rights and laws and what have you. Check. European Convention on Human Rights. Who needs it? Check. Well, on the roll, I suppose. A darker era. Folks. One where pro-life, kid you not, Jacob Rees-Mogg, Doffcat Borlock and all that, yeah, would revel and profiteer from birth control pills and his Russian media shares. Now go on to chapter 2. The first wave. And guess who takes the first hit? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? It's the others. You know, the ones with accents. Maybe you got brown faces. Maybe they speak in a foreign language on the bus. Oh. Or maybe like some caller to the James O'Brien show during the Brexit argument, complaining that there was brown people at the checkout. Serving him. Yeah, serving him. Serving him? Serving him. Oh, crikey, I'll get there in a minute. Crikey. These people. They're everywhere they are. They're the crazies, I would say. The right-wing crazies. Well, it's all enough to make your ears twitch when you hear it, don't you know? So their rights are at risk, your rights are at risk, but theirs will be first. Once they were protected, you know. Bit like a VIP, I suppose, and in a fortress now, which is withering away, and in a sardine tin they call the Bibby Stockholm. Faster than Boris Johnson's commitment to the truth. Actually, did he ever have any? Detention centres pop up like mushrooms after the rain. Just renamed them the prisons. Change the name, maybe, just like you could change the laws. It is the Tory way. Well, or should I say Sunak? Our due process is a distant memory, and the street, so, well, they echo of protests. But the majority, they've got their fingers in their ears. Chanting, it's for their greater good. As if sacrificing a few rights for the common of the many is the new, well, national anthem. Sounds like Spock. I think there's some logic there, mind, but hey, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. Let me move on to chapter 3. The second wave. Fast forward a few years, and surprise, surprise, the government's appetite for control is insatiable. The LGBTQ plus community, I think I got that right. I always cock up on that one, I'll tell you. Actually, that's unfortunate. Yeah, selection of words there. But anyway, once celebrated, is now under the bureaucratic microscope. The laws sneak in like silent assassins to do new bills and all that, chipping away at their freedoms. How do yours come to that? Marriage rights, gender expression, and their identity. Well, it's all fair game. And then the majority. You know, those who said, oh, well, the needs of the many and all that. They'll just shrug, they will, muttering. Doesn't concern us. Well, guess what? It does concern you. You apathetic bunch. I think that's the right word. Now you're on to chapter 4. The final wave. Well, hold on to your democracy-loving knickers. Maybe. Because here comes the tsunami. What started as a campaign against the other now engulfs every single citizen. Surveillance is now the new norm. Dissent is, well, squashed like a bug. And then the Human Rights Act, well, that's now just a dusty relic. Elections are a puppet show. No change there then. And the media is muzzled by the media. And your thoughts. Oh, crikey, thought control! 1969 and all that. Oh well. Monitored like you're auditioning for a dystopian reality show. The rights of all, once considered sacred, are now a distant memory. Fading faster than Boris Johnson's hairline and his recognition for the truth. And remembering how many children he has. Chapter 5. The echoes in the belly of this authoritarian beast, I suppose. A group of resistors emerges. Ooh, you've got to be resistors, haven't you? Well, the remnants of marginalised and freshly oppressed, well, they unite. Whispering revolution. But they're fighting an uphill battle. Because the masses, once apathetic, are now drowning in fear and submission. But hey-oh, you know, at least they're whispering, right? Small victories, I suppose. Blimey. Well, the lessons unlearned. Well, they take a seat. Like, yeah. Go and grab yourself some popcorn, maybe. And let me remind you, this dystopian Britain, that's where we're heading. It isn't just fiction. That road has been laid out in front of us. This could be, well, a cautionary tale. A warning etched into the remnants of, well, lost freedoms. Rights. My friends are, well, it's a buffet. It's a buffet. You can't just pick and choose. No. Sounds a bit like Brexit. Your cake and eat it and all that. Well, when you let, well, just one slip away, right, that is. I suppose the rest will follow. Like dominoes. Silently into the abyss, I suppose, taking the Good Friday Agreement and the Trade and Corporation Agreement along with it. They all depend on it. Never mind the rules of origin, we just can't trade anyway. So, welcome to a future that's been dictated by the Tories. The bold Tory Britain. And we could, well, quite possibly end up with another Tory Prime Minister. Another one's at the fourth. Lost count. A democracy is on life support, and the echoes of the past scream at us to, I suppose, wake the hell up, I suppose, yeah. Don't say I didn't warn you, though. Crikey, how long have I been doing this channel for? It's all a bit sane. Or should I really say insane? Those who are sane need to speak a little bit louder, I suppose. We need to keep an eye on those rights. And more than just fragile. As Boris Johnson, pretty much ever since Brexit, he's pretty much, well, he's destroyed democracy. And to be fair, he's even destroyed the Tory party. I don't think there's any coming back from this for the Tories. Yeah, but we do still need balance in Parliament. We can't just go one way. Unfortunately, I think we still need the Tories. But just in opposition. Tiny opposition. But in opposition. Unfortunately, we're looking like we're going to get the Reform Party in opposition at this rate. With Richard Lice. That's a scary, scary thought. So, our rights, they are more fragile than Boris Johnson's commitment to, well, a coherent sentence, but only word salad, I suppose. Putin is rubbing his hands together. Yeah, he say cheers, he says. Cheers. Anyway, who we got in the chat after me rambling on? I suppose that's what I do. Oh, where is my chat gone? Oh, there it is. Right. I'm going to whiz through the chat. Nice one. We got the chat. We got chat. Who we got? I've got the live on. Here we are. Out that way. Oh, that way. Oh, wait. That way. I have to do it there. Oh, crikey. That's annoying because it's covering up my chat. My microphone's in the way. Oh, blimey. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a lovely day. Good evening, everyone. Oh, dear. All shorts, don't make it worse than the disaster it already is. Oh, crikey. How can I make it worse than the disaster already is? It is absolutely chronic. It's more than just a nightmare. It's a Tory nightmare. And it's one for the Tories. It's quite cool, but don't worry, we've got one letter gone in so far to get rid of old Rishi Sunak. Kill his cameras over there. To get rid of Rishi Sunak. One by Andrea Jenkins. The bird woman. I should laugh. Oh, crikey. Anyway, she's handed her letter in. That was a couple of weeks ago she did that. Oh, do you know what? If you didn't laugh, you'd cry, wouldn't you? You really would. It's just such a flippant shambles. And then you got the Rwanda so-called deal. that Rishi Sunak has been pretty much, well, been got by the old goodies by the Rwandan government. Well, actually, Rishi Sunak, we want to abide by international law. F you, pretty much. Well, hence his, well, watered down bill. Emergency what's it? Which is still horrendous, but still. Oh, crikey, what can you say? Anyway, $P, hello there, and Wim. Oh, do. And Derek McCall, hello there. Scrolling down, I bet I've gone way too high, haven't I? I'll start from the beginning. Doc Davies, Vincent Brennan, 91 Leeds. Who else we got here? Oh, Lefty Boater, hello there, hope you're well. Did you get your engine fixed? I'm curious about it. I like things like that, you see. And Asam Kier, hello there. Hi all in the chat. Gone down. Hello, Peter Stewart. Oh, well, none of the above. Okay. And Andrew Evans. Hello, Andrew Evans. Northwave DDA. What? I don't know what that means. Even all. Sir Larry the Cat, hello, goodly evenings, everybody. Hope they're still feeding you. London Mad Monk 33. I hope you're well, my friend. And Wayne Ford, let's remember that the government are corrupt. No, I think you might have something there. Oh, have you heard about old Michelle Moan? She's been getting all upset, she has. I'll share that with you in a moment as well. Poor little old Michelle Moan. She just couldn't do her interview. She said, I can't do it. Oh, yeah. She looked like she's going to cry. While she's got the hands together, all the millions she meant to squirrel her way out of our back pockets. Ah, yes, they are greedy and they are corrupt. I very much agree, Wayne Ford. Hello, Simon says. Good evening, all. I'm scrolling down. Joe, hello there. I hope you're well. Oh, crikey, my voice is buggered, I tell you. I don't know what I've done with it. I went to fire with Catho, hello there, I hope you're well. Oh, Geordie, hello there. It's surprising that the UK government hasn't spun itself out of existence yet. There's literally no substance. They're holding it all together. There's literally no substance holding it all together. There isn't. There's nothing there. But you know what they've got to do, don't you? I'll tell you exactly what they've got to do. They've got to do this.
Stand up and fight. Because when you stand up and fight, the person beside you stands up and fights. And they stand up and fight for the things upon which the entire progress
of humanity depends. She needs a sword. Freedom. That's literally what she said at the end. Absolute nuts. She's a loon. It's Penny Mordaunt, but she's one of the contenders to be the next Tory leader. Blimey. Can you remember when Jake Rees-Mogg said, I might be going up for the Tory leader as well at one point? You said a couple of years ago. The last time it happened. Was it last year? Can't remember. Didn't we have, one a year? Or was it 2 a year? Tory Prime Ministers. Can't remember. So many. I'll tell you what, though. The next Tory Prime Minister, we must make sure we get ourselves a fresh lettuce. Right, okay, where are we? Hello, Matt, hope you're well. Yeah, don't forget, boot the old like button to help the channel, you know, and I need all the blooming help I can get, I'll tell you. Scrolling down, scrolling. Get off your horse and drink your milk. Right, I can hear the laughing in the moon. Can you? Oh, what the laughing in the moon? Oh, probably. The UK is the great place to invest. Oh my Gideon, who said that? Jerry Cundum. Yeah, Cundum. That's right, Joel. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? Great place to invest. Why aren't they investing then? Because foreign direct investment is on the down, unfortunately, and that's even with asset holding companies. You know, foreign investors can get away with not paying any tax. It's nuts. Simon Says 55. Oh, Simon Says, hope you're well, my friend. Either way, be right back. Getting my reading glasses. Those letters get smaller every day. Oh, God, you mean make them bigger for you? Just a second. I can do that. Oh, you talking in the chat? I can do that. Let's make it a little bit. Let's bring that over. Let's grab that over there a little bit. Okay, actually, you're right. That isn't quite right anyway, is it? I'm gonna have to. No, I'll drag that over. I've cut half off anyway. What an idiot. Oh dear. Make it a bit bigger for you. I can't go too big because then I can't see it, you see. it all chops off. That's a bit bigger, isn't it? That's better, isn't it? Anyway, scroll on. Scroll on. The UK can no longer compare its life standards with Germany and France. Another one in the economic news. They'll try. They will. They'll keep doing it and they'll keep trying. We are world leading in new technologies and attracting new investors. Another pearl of her hun. Sorry, hun. As in Jeremy. The hun. Okay. Yeah. He keeps saying that, doesn't he? He was standing out there, weren't he, in front of, where was that now? That was some butcher's shop or something. No, fish merchant. As a fish merchant. He was standing outside a fish merchant because they managed to get another deal regarding fish quotas or something. Right? But the thing is, that blooming ship, that big one, I can't know what it's called now, the Kirkella. It goes out there and it pretty much gets its yearly allowance in one hit. It's nuts. Destroying all the seed bed. Seed bed, not seed bed. Crack up my worms out today. Hello, George. I hope you're well. Right. Oh, we've got 59 people here. Cool. That's what I like to see. People. Reagan, hello, my friend. Do you know what? I was meant to watch your live show the other day. I had it up on my computer and the volume was off. I forgot. It was just in the layers and I forgot. I'm an idiot, I know. That was on the Snowflake show. I couldn't watch yours. I think yours was on Monday. I couldn't watch yours on the Monday. By the way, Regan Elite has his own channel and he does live shows on a Monday, but also takes part with the Acorn and does a live show with the Snowflake show on a Wednesday. Just thought I'd let you know. MPs need a contract of employment. I think you're probably right, and also it should be their main job. All this, backhanded dealing like is not on. And lobbying. It shouldn't be allowed. Should not be allowed. You've got to get rid of cronyism. It's got to go. Can't have people influenced with outside money. And with the Hun, I didn't mean to offend Wally. He's not in there at the moment. He's sitting in front of the pellet burner with Mummy. So they'll come in there later, they will. And David Mark Ward, hello there. How long have we had to watch this drama roll out to this low level? A travesty. The UK, once a proud nation, now the laughingstock of the world, pretty much. People abroad are saying, what the hell is going on? People in the Netherlands are saying, what on earth is going on? And they just elected a right-wing flipping leader, like, Blondie, And if the UK's gone absolutely loopy. Danny Blase, good evening all. Hope all is very well and very well tonight. Yeah, cheers, Regan. Yes, we've got rewilding as well. Yeah, we've started planting trees again. Lots and lots of flipping trees. We planted 75 trees last weekend on Sunday. Sunday? Not Sunday, it was yesterday, Sunday. Friday. We done, was it Thursday? As when it went pouring down the rain. Anyway. We planted lots of trees, about 75, I think, or 75 trees. And we did an arbour, which is literally a willow arbour, and that had 53 trees just on the willow arbour. In fact, I can show you what we've been doing, just a little bit. It's only a little short. Where is it? Oh, there we go. I've got there we are.
Do you know what? We're doing a rewilding here in France where we're planting 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. That we are,
It's a carpet. It's a carpet.
Okay.
Oh, there she comes. Oh, you can put a tree there.
And if you want to be a part of the project, there's a GoFundMe link down below where you can have your very own tree with a sign with it. Yes, I will make a sign. Over with my new laser. Or a router. Or even pornography.
Now
Whatever
fix
fits
the
best.
post up.
Toodaloo, links down below.
Which is pretty cool. Anyway, that's why rewilding, if you didn't know. I mentioned that because Regan Lee said, let's rewild and buy a tree. There you go. Benny Vanderhager. I don't have a pronounce it right. I do apologise for that, Benny. Investing in the UK is still interesting. It's a big economy. Only need another government. Oh God, don't you just? Another government investing is the best in times when it looks bad. That's the unfortunate truth. That's what happens after we get a lot of foreign investment at times when we're in recession or when things aren't looking great. I don't feel that the property market is going to plummet that far. I really think it's going to get really bad to plummet that far because we ain't got enough houses in stock, have we? We just haven't got enough houses. We start officially holding house and prices up, you know, and it makes it impossible for people. And now we've got high interest rates. So those who have already got existing mortgages, they don't know what to expect. All of a sudden, they get a big bill or a big mortgage. We've got Daddy Blase here now. So this is all short, showing him how to put it in the hole. Oh, she does that, she do. Yeah, it's all signposted, with little lights on and stuff. Yeah. Oh, you see that, did Regan? Yeah, my woodworking channel's got 23,000 subscribers now. I got them in about 5 weeks. Only had 3,000 subscribers, 3,500 subscribers on that channel, and it's gone a bit loopy. It slowed down a little bit now, but it's a keep going crazy. This is all short. Show me how to put the wood in the hole. Oh. Ukraine is the investment gem of the future, and potentially Gaza as well. That's been flattened by Israel, isn't it? By the IDF. You know, it's going to be a huge amount of money that have to be spent. Someone's going to rebuild the place. There's going to be an awful lot of foreign investment, loans and what have you. There's going to be a lot of taxpayers' money go to help rebuilding the, you know, around the world, what have you, to rebuild Gaza. And the same with Ukraine. The fact of the matter is we need them. What they call it, what was it about Ukraine? It was the breadbasket of the world, they reckon. Investing in England has the downside that any production there has a very limited home market and relatively high personal cost, very true. And also, you've got to think about wages are relatively high in comparison to other countries. We think they're low, but, you know, if you compare it to China and India, places like that, you know, the wages are high. So, you know, input costs are high. Oh, the Carrez in France. Oh, in the Carrez, eh? Well, I'm in the lemons and me. French clampets. Clampets. What? I don't mind croissants. They're okay. But clampets sound too much like armpits. That sounds a bit fungal, yeah. Money sent to Gaza ends up with, yeah, and at the moment, that's why I suppose the argument for getting rid of Hamas, which is an ideology you can't really get rid of anyway, is there is no great great solution, is there, or great answer to this situation? There isn't. I think Israel's being what's the word? But deluded. If they think they can get rid of Hamas. So you can't get rid of an ideology. All it does is get passed on to the next generations when you kill their families, their mums and dads and stuff like that. It doesn't work. Okay, no banking access. Profitable by the end of this year. Oh, good point. Yes. No euro clearance. Next. Passports for all people going in and out of the country. A useless currency. Shall I continue? Yeah, that's too depressing, Joel. It's too depressing. Brexit ain't done yet. We've still got Brexit. I'm talking about blooming Brexit. Oh, crikey, yes, okay, intermission. You see this? It's a parcel. It's a parcel. Sent my daughter. Oh, what she's it's kind of like being wrapped in parcel tape, literally. Anyway, it arrived yesterday. But the postman wanted me to pay €18. for import duties and fees. €18. And the value of the items is, well, Yasmin's put down here, which she shouldn't have done really, because some of the stuff is actually handmade. And she put values on here of about 50 euros. So she got postage was quite expensive. It's more expensive now anyway. The postage was, that's postage. Postage was, £14. Import charges and what have you was 17 euros. Sorry, not 18, 17. So yeah, but we had to pay, and these are Christmas presents. It's like we've had to buy our own Christmas presents for my daughter. Welcome to the Brexit, sir. Where can I put that? Can I check with you, Carol? On the head. On the head. Oh, my darling, she's half naked. She is. Carol, they were talking about you. Someone's mentioned something about you. Show me where to put it. At the trees.
Show me where to put what?
The trees. The trees. What do you think I meant? Blimey. You're going to bed. Okay. She's going to bed. No night, Caroline. I'll see you in the morning. She's nicking all my sweeties.
I think you ate my stuff myself.
I know, they're too Moorish. Are the dogs on with you? Well, they'll shut the door then, if they won't come through. Alright, anyway, where were we? Back into the chat. Get back in that chat. You've got to do the chat, you know. The Benny President Zelensky was elected because people were tired of it. There's less corruption in Ukraine now than in the UK. Oh dear, that's embarrassing. They had their fair amount as well, didn't they? Romania. But the money they had has gone to the Romanian mafia. Does look suspect passive. It does look, yes. It does look like a suspect package, but they haven't opened it. It's just because Yasmin actually wrote on the ticket what it is and how and the value of this stuff. But, you know, we're told don't post stuff. The first thing we had the problem with that was with a little picture that my son sent us. And there was about €13 of fees on that. And there was nothing on the item, but there was about 12, €13 just on the fees. On top of everything else. Now, actually, I can show you something else. One thing about it. I've actually done a video on this. I haven't actually made it live yet. But let me just show you something. Because is that going to work? Oh, there we go. All right. This microphone's in my way. There we go. Right. Okay. We went to order an item for my grandchild here in France, but we were looking at it. And it came up with UK prices. So if you look here, why is it so big? Right. All the total £20, but postage free if you buy it in the UK. And this is stickle bricks, yeah. So you buy it for £20 in the UK, £20 free postage, right? But if you buy it in from France, it's £17. Why? So that tells me the postage wasn't free. It's from the same company, it's from the same seller, except they're sending it to me here in France from the UK. For some reason you couldn't get it here for some reason. And the postage on that was £8. I can't get it now. Come back here. There you are. Was £8 postage. Okay, that's fair enough. You expect postage. You'd have postage anyway, wouldn't you? And then import charges of £6.65. Yeah, but what got me was the fact that they said it was £17 if we have it posted, but then they're trying to tell us it's £20 if you have it in the UK. They're in the UK, you see, if you have it in the UK, but free postage. So they've just added their local postage for the UK onto it. Seems a bit cheeky to me. It's either free or it's not, you know. Why can't I say, oh, including postage? No, Deception. Deceive. Right, so, Italian grandmother told get out after 40 years in UK. I was going to do something with that tonight, actually. Yeah, that's actually a real interesting point. Now, I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I have that on my list of things to add, but I didn't actually add it into my folder. There we go. Is that the one? No. Is that the one? Right, no, on that one, I'll be reading in a second. Oh, there we go, I got it now. Let's put that over here, because it is relevant. Very relevant, in fact. Thanks for reminding me. I did have it in my list of ones to do, so, but I didn't add it in. But I have now. Anyway. There it is. Italian grandmother who has lived in the UK for 42 years was told to leave by the Home Office. Leonardo Zarcone, born in Italy and a French citizen. Her husband moved to the UK in 1981 post-Brexit. She and her family were granted settled status, but the Home Office requested more information. So, 42 years she's been living there. It's a foregone conclusion for the stay, really, shouldn't it? She's 74 years old, has 3 children and 4 grandchildren in the UK, but was born in Italy
for the country,
and has French citizenship.
For there to be another Tory leadership contest and a 4th.
Get rid of that. After moving to the UK permanently with her husband, Marcel Brunetto, in 1981, they settled in Leicester and opened a fish and chip shop. We can't get any more English than that, can you? After the UK left the EU in 2020, her family applied for and were granted settled status, but the Home Office requested more information on Mrs. Zarcone before they approved her application. An email from the government went into the grandmother's spam emails, and she did not see it. Last month, she got a letter ordering her to leave the country. Been there 40-odd years. Mr. Zarcone told the SWNS news agency, when I opened the letter, it was a shock of my life. All my family and my roots are here. It's really frightening. I have nowhere to go. I moved to this country 42 years ago with my husband, and we raised our 3 children here and ran a business here together. That is just nasty. Just plain nasty. This microphone's in my way, it's annoying me. I need somewhere else to put it. But the government is falling apart anyway. It's absolutely falling apart. But I wouldn't actually be surprised if Rishi Sunak was pushed out. Okay, so yeah, it's only been one letter from the 1922 committee from the Birdwoman, you know. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it? So, this geezer, Campbell Bannerman.
Campbell Bannerman, you said this is serious for Rishi Sunak. How serious? What do you mean?
Well, I think, I was in the Commons last night, and, MPs are basically looking at the Rwanda bill as a trigger. If this doesn't work, then letters of no confidence will go in, as you report. And I think there will be a vote of no confidence. And even if Rishi wins that, I still think he'll have to step aside, because there'll be so many MPs with the polls so terrible, minus 20%, and by-elections, the worst ever by-election result in history in mid-beds. That he'll be forced to step aside.
Is that really credible? I mean, are you genuinely telling me and our audience tonight that there are credible politicians, Tory politicians, suggesting that there could be possibly another Prime Minister within the space of 12 months? What would it be, the 4th?
Yes, it would be the 4th. They shouldn't have got rid of Boris. He was elected in the first place.
Well, those days have gone. I mean, are you genuinely saying people are saying this seriously?
Yes, I do, because I'm afraid Rishi Sunak is such a dud. You know, things are not working out. Even number 10 knows it's endgame now. And it's, you know, for the good of the Conservative Party, to avoid annihilation, as Suella Braverman rightly put it, you know, we've got to sort this out now. And really, the real problem, actually, is our own voters, Conservative voters, have gone on strike, as we've seen in all these by-elections. And we've got to get back to real Conservative policies and leadership. And I think that is possible. And we can still turn things around, as Boris did in 6 months, by the way, you know, when he was leader.
That man is horrendous. As though Boris Johnson could save the party. Now, he's a dud. He is now. No one's going to vote for Boris Johnson. Might win back through maybe some constituencies they might hold on to if Boris Johnson back in play, but they ain't going to win that seat, that the throne, so to speak. It's foregone conclusion. It's going to be the Labour Party. Well, I quite like what Dominic Grieve was saying. I have to admit, I don't know if you've seen this, but
Dominic Grieve, would it be good for the country for there to be another Tory leadership contest and a fourth Conservative Prime Minister within 12 months?
Well, hardly. We're facing something approaching a zombie government at the moment. On that, I perhaps might agree with David Campbell Bannerman. But I agree with him that I don't see much prospect of this government recovering. It has, I'm afraid, been wrecked by Boris Johnson. That is where the destruction came from, and it's been impossible to put it back together again. But the idea that replacing Rishi Sunak with a new Prime Minister is going to save the Conservative Party from the destruction which I think is coming towards it, I think is a complete fantasy. The reality is that it is now seriously split ideologically in a way that I've never seen before.
Come on, what about over Brexit? I mean, there have been so many splits in the Tory party over the years.
Brexit is undoubtedly the origin of this, but actually the split has got much worse, because what we're now watching is a split between people who believe in the rule of law and people who don't actually believe in the rule of law at all, because the policy being pursued by Suella and indeed Mr. Robert Jenrick is not about the rule of law. It is in fact about a form of parliamentary tyranny, because it shows complete disregard for individual rights. And the way they've approached this issue, and I recognise as a serious issue over over migration and asylum seeking, but the way they've approached it shows that really they just think the basic rule book of how the United Kingdom should behave in its relation to its international obligations can just be torn up, and there are no consequences that flow from this, whereas there are in fact massive consequences, and the ultimate irony is it won't work.
Do you notice how he kind of like slipped up when stuttered when he said about illegal immigration? Is he uncomfortable about that term? The other thing I asked about Dominic Reeves, what's happened to the Russia report? Where's that been hidden? I know he wants it out and, aired properly. But no.
Dominic Reeves, would it be good for the country?
Foul bunch, aren't they? Absolutely foul. All back in the chat. Right. So, Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. Well, Boris Johnson looks a bit like Humpty Dumpty, you can imagine. Yeah, wish he would break. Anyway, the only throne Spafford will sit on is the WC. Probably. More than likely. I tell you what, he must be shitting himself. Thanks for that cue. Anyway, hello, David Carroll. Campbell Bannerman's great-grandfather was a very great PM. And he is cashing in on the... Oh, crikey. On the name. Most likely. Hello, Brian McGuire. Hope you're well, mate. Simon Size 55. Not only did Humpty Dumpty fall, the wall has fallen too, and there's no... king's horses and no king's men to put anything back together again. The Tory party's done for, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. It really is done for. I can't see how they're going to pull... Yeah. It does worry me in some ways. If we had a sort of a moderate Tory party, which we haven't got at the moment, it's just like, we need to crush them. But we do need an opposition. It does worry me a little bit. I've mentioned this before, that Labour's going to have too much power. Just run, rough shot and just everything. Actually, no, to be fair, it looks like they're trying to push through Tory policies or just kind of agreeing with them at the moment, which is a bit unfortunate. Apart from the Rwanda thing, which is absolutely ridiculous. The very 200 people are going to take. Was it £1.5 million per person? I'll have one. Oh dear. To have illegal immigration, you need to have an actual immigration policy. Good point. Oh dear. Wait a minute, but the king has all by his side always, right? Yeah, good point. Oh my Gideon, I get you. Commit the Parker Balls. Are you saying she's like a horse? I think you are. I feel a bit horse, I do, as well. UK media, still with a few exceptions, will not report the real world. I know, it's just frustrating. And also, a lot of the stuff that is important to many people has not been reported on, or it doesn't come to the surface. It just gets drowned out by everything else that's going on, such as what's going on in Gaza. And obviously Ukraine as well. Not so much Ukraine now, to be fair. You don't hear much about, you did the last couple of days, but you don't generally hear a lot about Ukraine. Unfortunately, because, we definitely need public support there, because it's against Russia in it. But, send in the unicorns, says Brian McGuire. Crikey. Are they mythical? Or are they real? How many in the UK would do the jobs those in the country not legally do, and what they get paid? Who was saying this earlier today? Oh, God, Jenrick. Oh, my Gideon. Honest Bob Jenrick, the child snatcher. Oh, actually, no, there's kiddie pictures, wasn't it? Anyway, he might as well be. He's not a child cat snatcher, isn't he? But Robert Jenrick was going on about how there's like a parallel. Actually, I think I might have it. Let me see if I can find it for you. Get it from the horse's mouth. Not that horse. No, not that one. Not not that one. I'll try to get not that one. Where's it? Over here? It's behind you. Oh, I found it. Oh, cry. Jenrick. Oh, I get it out, that man. Something I would absolutely detest. Communities are living parallel lives.
And I'm very worried that 1 million new people coming into our country every year is damaging our ability to integrate those people successfully and to be a united
because
country.
It's easy to say that to grab headlines, and some people find that very provocative. What's your evidence that integration isn't working?
Well, I think there are communities in our country where people are leading parallel lives. And just it is inevitable. It's an obvious observation that 1 million people coming into our country every year is immensely challenging to successfully integrate. And I'm afraid you see that. I mean, I've seen that recently, for example, with the marches through London, where I saw some people who simply did not share British values. I thought that was wrong. It was deeply disturbing, and I think we've got to take action to address that. Migration? I think it's connected to mass uncontrolled migration, and I think we have to change that. And I'm very...
Okay, British values. What are British values? Now, my British values might be different to your British values. You can't pigeonhole British values into such thing. We all have certain values. Common decency, maybe. Don't treat your neighbour with contempt or whatever. I don't know. It just... We've all got British values, but if they're British, but not all British values are the same. I wouldn't have thought. No, that's just moronic. Jenrick, or geriatric maybe. He might as well be. He's his wife. Isn't he married to that Asian woman? Is he, or is it a? Or a Muslim woman, I can't remember now. Arab woman? Anyway. One that wouldn't fit into his following, put it like that. Surely unicorns are tariff-free. I don't know, actually. Do you think you have to pay tariffs on the unicorns? I have to order some and see what happens. Highly taxed genetic engineering and such. Arr. Oh, Brian McGrath, arr, British values, going to the Irish pub to drink Belgian beer. In your German or Jap car. That's about right. That is literally about right. We're all multicultural these days. None of us are, well, purebred, are we? Huh? England's been invaded pretty much all of its existence. Peruvian, Romans, the Vikings. Oh, it's just crazy. And then you got the Scots and the Irish. I'm Mark's biggest fan. British values are invading a country, slaughtering citizens, stealing wealth and resources, sounds like Scotland, impoverishing and starving citizens, and giving it back when it's no longer profitable. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I hope you're well, my friend. You still... I'm confused. Mark's biggest fan, I contacted them, and they said they're looking into it, as far as they got with me, regarding... You haven't got your... Because Mark's biggest fan is a member, and he hasn't got his He hasn't got his Willy. His Wally. I hope he's got his Willy. It's got his Wally. He hasn't got his Wally on there. Which is a bit annoying, just to say the least. So please, rest assured, Mark's biggest fan is a member. Yeah, I agree. So British values are invading a country, slaughtering citizens, stealing wealth and resources, impoverishing and starving citizens, and giving it back when it's no longer profitable. Oh, crikey. What a wonderful world. Oh, God's sake. Oh, just look on the bright side. The Tories will be no more. But who will be the next Prime Minister? Oh, my giddy aunt. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes me wonder, I tell you. What a shambles. Absolute flippin' shambles. But hey, say la vie. It's all fun, really. No? Oh, maybe not. Oh, I'll tell you what it is. It's flippin' painful, though, isn't it? It's just, it just seems like every single day there's something else. Literally something else to drive us absolutely flippin' insane. A fourth potential
Smaller
leader
in number, are we?
Since the last election. Obviously, that's unprecedented. So Rishi Sunak, well, he's pretty much thrown in the towel, really. He's trying, isn't he? He's trying and losing on every single front. He can't get anyone on side. He can't. It's just, he's done. Cannonball was right, you know. Canning, whatever his name is. He's a dud. Rishi Sunak is a dud Prime Minister. And certainly a zombie government. It seems like his closest mates now, well, they're sizing up the throne, aren't they? In case he does get a good kicking. And it looks like he is. Now, if the Tories get the boot, after, well, lording over us for 14 odd years, they're going to have a full-blown existential crisis. I mean, I'm talking about the party sort of torn between cozying back up to the right, which makes no sense whatsoever, because you just alienate everybody else. Hard right parties, hard left parties, they never get anywhere, do they? They don't win. Although I do worry about immigration. I think I'm not going to say illegal immigration, that's ridiculous. There's going to be a massive influx of immigration, and those who don't are frightened of it, they might end up siding with parties that they wouldn't necessarily side with because maybe they like reform with Richard Lice. Want to push for literally just dumping them all onto France's shores from a Chinook. Kick them out, maybe, I don't know, in containers with little parachutes on the top. I'm guessing. Sounds like an act of war to me. So, go back into the Dark Ages, definitely. And then, well, he did back in the late 90s, didn't he? Take a wild swing to the centre. They've got David Cameron. That's an attempt to go back to the centre, isn't it? You know? As a centre ground is more likely to win an election. Always is the case, isn't it? You know, look what Tony Blair did. You know, he pulled the New Labour, pulled you know, he might, love him or hate him, in the day, he did win that throne, didn't he? He got that seat at the table. Unlike the one we lost with the EU. But anyway, they're all sort of vying for the top position now at this Tory party, circus. And then there's that conference with Benny Bourdon and her. Okay, do I do it again? No, not yet. Oh, God. Stand up and fight, she goes. So, what appears to be probably the most likely contender is going to be Suella Braverman, unfortunately. She kicked off a campaign. She's been nibbling at the edges for a while now, hasn't she? And I keep waving the anti-immigration flag in the US and wherever else she can, wave it. Calling immigration some kind of existential threat to the UK. I'll say 500 million people, 500 million people will come to the UK, they will. I suppose one way make an entrance. And she's overshadowing Sunak at the moment with her outbursts. It's not difficult, is it? Because he's kind of, he's a bit nondescript, isn't he? He's just not there, is he? You could easily miss him, couldn't you? But he's a bit like a little ever-ready bunny kind of thing, smiling all the while, and his dead eyes, and all that. Oh, what is it called again? He said something like that. What's this? That's it.
That I will serve you with integrity and humility, and I will work day in, day out to deliver for the British people.
Who fell for that one? So, then Suella Braverman, could it be Kemi Badenoch? That business secretary, the woman who doesn't agree with or believe that women has problem with, the menopause. It's just one of them things, Oh, I hope she has a heavy one. Anyway, she's elbowing her way, isn't she, into the spotlight again at all these fringe events. She's telling us that charities criticising the government should forget about public funding. Saying that we are the government. We should mark our own homework. Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, who needs checks and balances, right? Makes you wonder, doesn't it, eh? Anyway, Pretty Patel's in the mix too. Having a grand time at that conference, didn't she? Tory conference. And she's, trying to throw a bit of shade over Braverman. I think it's a bit late for that, though. And she's also demanding tax cuts. Apparently, it could cure the socialist disease, she says, of spending. Well, the only way you're going to get yourself out of this situation is you're going to have to spend. If Labour thinks they're going to come in and not spend, they're going to have to spend. It's ridiculous. That statement is just going to get all this money from non-dom status. That's just nuts. We're getting rid of that non-dom. Well. Oh, back in the chat. Did I see something in the chat? I think I did. What did I miss in the chat? Oh, I heard something. It went ping, it did. It went ping. Scrolling up. Do I need to scroll down first? Joe 90 on Mogadons. Yeah, it's Joe 90. Rishi Sunak is Joe 90. Oh, crikey. I remember Joe 90. God. What was I watching the other day? The Terrorhawks. Zelda. The androids. Oh, crikey, I just love that. I was like, Saturday mornings, Terrorhawks. Brilliant. Okay, up we go. What we miss? Okay, we better do... Who have I forgotten about now? Who have I forgotten about? Right, what way? That way or that way? Oh, that way. I'll get all disorientated, I am. So... the TV show I watched showed raids on businesses who basically use migrants as slave labour. Restaurants take away shops, corner stores, gas stations, car washers and builders. The problem is, though, some of these people, they got no opportunity to earn any money. And they've also got to survive. Which obviously gives an opportunity for those who want to take advantage of them. Those applying for asylum haven't got the right to work, for start. And you got all that, was it 17,000 people that they lost? That's on top of the 400 or 500 children they lost. Can you remember a while back when they just dumped a whole load out of that, I forgot the name of the blinking place now, the one they got typhoid in or whatever it is, or was it, I don't know, some disease in that camp, in that refugee camp. Oh, crikey, where was it again? Anyway, they they cleared the camp right quick, didn't they? They got that criticism because there's disease in there and dumped them all. Just dumped them. Well, it makes you wonder if the ones that we heard about at the time, that there wasn't a darn sight more that we don't know about. Hence, they've mislaid 17,000 asylum seekers. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. So there's the woman going on about Pakistani grooming gangs, wasn't she? Savannah Braverman. And then she just said, that's all right, you can go. For what she calls the illegal migrants. I would call not, but there you go. It's no case of just changing the law to suit to make something fit your, well, your rhetoric, I suppose. Brian Maguire, stopping off on the way home for an Indian curry before watching a Chinese-made TV showing of the American TV shows. Oh, a curry. I do make a good curry, but I have to admit, that's one of the things being here, actually. I do miss a good Indian curry. There used to be a good Indian restaurant in a place called Shalou, where Richard Lionheart got killed with a crossbow bolt in his shoulder. And but they shut down because it couldn't meet, there's no way, the building that it was in, they couldn't adapt it for disabled, so they shut up shop, unfortunately. I have Portuguese values, German values, French values. I also have Benfica and Nariris and whatever that means. And yeah, I ain't got a clue either, Joel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Please, boot the like button helps the channel, you know. And I need all the help I can get. Not a Wally, yeah. Oh yeah, look at them over there. There he is. Wondering what's going on here, yeah. You know. Your super chats helps feed the dogs, you know. And they're hungry. Oh my god, I got one on top of the head. Oh, did you see that? I literally just bonked him on the head. He's useless, I can't you? Dory, on the other hand, though, she's usually quite good. Oh, not that time, though. Usually goes straight in the gob. Oh, Matt, hello, Matt. What is British? Oh, I don't know. What is British? Oh. I don't actually know what is British. Unless you're referring to, well, England, Scotland, Wales. But Adolf in Liverpool. Hello, Vincent Brennan. What have the Romans ever done for us? Oh my Gideon. Oh, crikey, what was that sketch I did doing the Brexit? What has the European Union ever done for us? That was brilliant. My grandpa told me I am Russian, and so are you. Well, that sorted it out for me. You're Russian? Oh, look at you invaded us. Oh, cheers, Mark Smith's friend. Yeah, I'll keep contacting them, but you just... They're a nightmare. There's YouTube support on Twitter who I've also contacted. They've been the best so far. What's up, Ollie? I might have to let my dog out in a second. Who let the dogs out? Oof, oof, oof. Or something like that. Oh, hello, George. Jenrick's wife is South African and several years plus. Oh, I didn't know. So, you think he'd be a little bit more, how to put it? There again, they actually know. Because look at the front cabinet, you know? They're all a bunch of racists, aren't they? You know? They just go with the flow, you see, whatever suits them. Whatever furthers their career, they'll say whatever they feels, well, we'll do that for them. Mark's biggest fan is Wallyless. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm trying. I keep contacting them, but I'm not getting any joy. Rishi sacked for Christmas. I was lately in Watford and I saw more Indian people than other races, says Benny. Not to offend the Indian people in any way. Well, don't offend me at all. And you know what? I've got Indian blood in me. My mum was quarter. Well, it make me A. Yeah. I think my nan was... she was a produce of... Oh, she's love child, put it like that, you know. Yeah, basically, the servant and the master had it away. Yeah. So I'm told. Oh, dear. Oh, God, what's that there? Oh, Alistair, care. Cheers, buddy. Funds, keep up the great work. Oh, cheers, my friend, yeah. And you probably know the channel isn't doing that well at the moment, and I have cut back on my videos. Now, I don't remember when I first started the channel, I did mainly shorts videos. I'm going to be going back to doing a lot more shorts videos for this channel. I'm still doing long form as well, but that allowed me to put more content up. So anything that comes to mind or anything, but I'm not going to script it or anything. I'm just going to do it. Do it. A bit like my woodworking channel, which is completely nuts. Just shit that comes out the top of my head. Pretty much. So I might get some more strikes, but so what? Sod them. And also putting more content on
smaller in number, are we?
On other platforms as well now.
Mind.
There's another one called Clapper. Because you've got the clap. I don't know. It's a bit from what I can tell, it's a bit like Rumble. From what I can tell, it's a bit of a free speechy topic. But the thing is, it's I don't watch anything on there, but someone else chuck my material up, you see. And I'm doing that on TikTok. We're having my woodworking at the moment, and I'm getting a lot of views. I've had one on there that had 1 million views on TikTok. $5 million views. My best video on my Wally Bra woodworking channel. 5 million views. 5 million views. That's for me. That's unreal, and that is within weeks, not years. Weeks. It's nuts. Anyway, I'm just gonna let my little doggy out, and then we'll get back to it. What's up, Wally? Do a wee wee. Who was wee wee? Huh? Got it. I'll tell you anyway. Do you have a wee or not? No? Okay. It's a fair weather dog. He took one look at the rain and he said, sod that. Didn't you, Wally? Right. Little sod that he is, isn't he, eh? Alright, oh. And someone could cheers, buddy. Funds to keep the old great idea. I'll keep. Early this, about, was it 2 months ago? I made a video saying I'm going to give it a couple of months to see whether or not I can carry on. There's no way I can carry on in the way that I was, because I was burnt out, absolutely burnt out, and emotionally kind of a bit destroyed with it as well. Not just because of the channel, because I don't even think it's a bit of a shit show at the moment. Everything's a shit show. It really is. and it's depressing. Everything around us everything's just broken, just really broken. And when you sort of like, what the hell are you doing, Wally? And when my dog's ripping everything apart. And when you constantly do it every single day, it does get on top of you after a while. It does. Nothing's positive. And that's just not about. I want fun. I want to have a good time. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I don't want to necessarily be constantly talking about negative stuff. So if I do this flipping shorts back on this channel again, I'm going to make sure they're fun. I'm sick and tired of the grumpy crap that we have to deal with on a daily basis. So I'm going to start taking a pee out of them again. I'm fed up with them. And if YouTube wants to give me some strikes, well, then sod them. I don't care. Well, I do care, but I'll probably cry a bit. There you go. Hey, oh, cheers for that. Oh, cheers, Brian. Christmas is coming and salmonella are getting fat. They are. Put no money in the Tory MP's cap, so I can't afford a penny. You're living probably living. If you can't afford a penny, you're probably living in the UK.
Smaller in number, are we?
But
But larger in mind.
Oh, crikey. Cheers for that, Brian. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's... My kids are in the UK. And they earn good money, but they have nothing left. Pretty much nothing left. Yet they earn good money. My eldest son, he works for the museum service and would have been under culture secretary, as in, oh my giddy aunt, the Dean Tories. Anyway, he was earning a good money, and his missus was working as well, earning good money. So they were okay, you know, but they had nothing left. So they paid the mortgage and paid all their bills, and childcare. Well, not granddaughter, and that is it. They had very little left, and it's you kind of think to yourself, crikey, you got to earn that kind of money just to survive. If you have what consider a so-called normal existence, that's ridiculous. And my youngest son, Stefan, he works. He's a head chef. And he's telling me that what the
smaller in number.
What surprised me was they're actually getting paid less than they used to. The head chefs for this particular company he works for were getting 36,000. But what they're doing is as these chefs are moving on to better positions elsewhere to different companies, they're actually using less trained chefs on lower money. So the positions are being filled with people who, well, not necessarily qualified. Okay, it's American style restaurants, so it's all like, you know, fried chicken, I reckon, you know, or chicken wings and finger licking good and all that. Salmonella, probably. Oh, okay, where was I? Thanks, Brian. Hey, number 3. Oh, cheers. I'll thank you, my friend. Yeah, do what you need to do, Marcus. Yeah, I'm just regarding the channel now. I can't let go of it. I just can't. It's just been something that it becomes part of you after a while. It consumes you, and it does. You do get a little bit does like I say, it can get on top of you. You get a bit burnt out, and there's so many things I want to do with it, and I just don't get around to doing it because I'm just tired all the while, and it's hard. It is hard sometimes. So I'm quite thankful that my woodworking channel's kind of picked up, and that's doing very well because it's positive, so I can balance the two, which is very, very helpful. So yeah, cheers, number 3, and we need to have a chat, mate. Number 3 wants me to interview him. I can ask her questions, and he's got to answer my questions. That's the kind of thing. I say, do you wear a mankini over the weekend or only on Fridays? I'll say, what's up to that? Okay, I won't say that. Thank you very much, number 3. That's much appreciated, it really is. So, Vincent Brennan, he says, it's the damage they have done we'll be paying for decades. Yes, and our children will be paying for decades because someone's got to pay for all this debt. And I did show you in the previous live stream that how the debt since, crikey, since Brexit, it's just literally just gone through the roof. It isn't just the pandemic. The amount of money they spent to prepare, so-called prepare for Brexit, so-called no deal, what do they call that? So a Cobra or was a some kind of scheme. That's preparedness, whatever. Anyway, it was a mess, a complete and utter mess. Did I miss something? I think did I miss something else? What did I miss? Right. Let's celebrate their third super on a live stream. Yay! Stop the greed! Yes, most definitely. Cheers, friend. With the super chat, much appreciated. Thank you. There we come. Ask questions such as, what numbers are free? 0. A mastermind type. Yeah, we have like a dark room with just 2 chairs. Or I could be behind my podium. I just need a podium. And you could be in like a darkened room with a spotlight on you. I can ask you all good questions. Sounds ominous, doesn't it, eh? Hey, Tom Smoke, hello there, my friend. Hope you're well. How do folk from the Norfolk find their sisters in the tall grass? Oh dear. Go on, how do they? Oh, you're getting rude. Some years ago, a study was done that said a family should get $800 a week to take part in society. And I wonder how much now. Blimey, good point, Ash. $800 a week, that's a lot of money, isn't it? What's that, £100 a week is like 10 grand a year? No, £5 grand a year. £200 a week is 10 grand a year. 400. God, that's a lot of money. So you need $800 a week. It's 40 odd grand. Just take part in society. And if you're buying a house, that'd be a modest house, wouldn't it? You know? That's nuts. The problem is, you see, you can't get enough money together to actually get your deposits, can you? No. To buy a house in the first place. It's kind of it's a new kind of mathematics, says number 3, regard answering vegan elite. Tory preparedness was perfect. They got all their assets out before Brexit. Yes. And post-Brexit, they made new assets, such as Michelle Mone. I'll talk about poor old Michelle Mone. I wonder if she could be the next Tory Prime Minister. But no, she's having a hard old time, she is. She really is. I think we need to, well, I'll tell you what, let's, I think we need to, just, not spend a penny, but, you know, spend a little thought for Michelle Mone. I do the but I'm starting to feel for her. I really am. You know, her and a laundry brand. Now, what have I done here? It's all a mess now. Look at this mess. There we go. Let's bring it up. I might have to make it wider. Oh dear. More girth, please. More girth. Oh, not there. Oh, there you go. That'll do. And then bring that over. And we're talking to myself. Probably. And my dog is moaning again. Whining. Oh, crikey, I'll get there in a minute. That'll do. Where there? Right. Well, Michelle Mone was going to be interviewed. Let's have a look. Shall we have a look? I think we should.
The allegations against them.
Oh.
I'm on my way to their home on the Isle of Man to spend some time with them. But what is the background to this case?
At the height of the pandemic, they provided PPE to the government, but they now find themselves subject to a criminal investigation and a civil claim. They maintain they are innocent, but for over 2 years they've remained silent, but now they want to have their say. They want to respond in detail to the allegations they face.
Really? Oh, the ominous is ominous.
Hi, Doug.
Hello, Mark. Nice to see you again.
And you, Michelle. Nice to meet you.
Nice
All right.
to see you as well. Hi.
Come in.
Yeah, of course.
Before I start my investigation and review of their case, I've explained to them both that I have very clear rules, that if I find any evidence as part of my investigation that shows they have committed a criminal offence, I will reveal it. I want to properly understand why Baroness Moan has remained silent.
I don't know if I can do this.
We can.
Let's get something straight. That sounds like a porn star's name, doesn't it? Baroness Moan. No? Okay, so just me. All right.
No, thank you.
Oh,
Right.
poor
What can I do to
Moan.
help?
Nothing.
Do you want
Not
5
do
minutes?
Not do it.
Michelle says she's not up to giving an interview.
No,
We've
because the
agreed
truth
we will
will come
try
out.
again tomorrow. So I'm going to ask Doug how he and Michelle got involved with helping to supply PPE.
So Michelle and I obviously were in lockdown. We're continually watching the TV screens. The fact that there's no PPE supplies.
Oh, what a whole lot of bollocks. Huh? What a lot of bollocks. So you ready to come up with the idea, I know we're going to help out, we are, because we're watching TV and there weren't enough PPE for all the poor nurses. Really? The stuff you provided wasn't fit for purpose.
And there was clearly a problem. Michelle and I looked at each other one day and said, you know, we have...
That's tragic. That's tragic. Oh, Michelle. Oh, where are you? Oh, Michelle. I can look into my body's eyes. That's what I'll do. You can't see him, he's there. Oh, the door's at the That's all Dora's eyes. Oh, Dora. What don't you think we should do something to help the PPE situation? And we can make, 60 odd million. Oh, it's a lovely idea. I like to help out, that I do, she said. Oh, blimey. They take us for flipping fools.
We have strong contacts here in the Far East. Essentially, Michelle reached out to her contacts. We formed a consortium venture.
Her contacts are probably the ones she slept with. I said that loud, I'm sorry.
A company based in Hong Kong and a company based in the UK pulled together so we could effectively deal direct as a consortium.
You didn't get a deposit. It meant that you had to put the money up. Why would you do that?
So brave.
Well, we knew with our contact base
That we're going to make shitloads of dough. Oh, hang on. What did I just do? Back again. I just clicked the wrong button.
a bank account just to say...
Can do this.
I'm getting too excited here.
Office who put PP Medpro through the ringer.
I go back again. Okay.
Not up to giving an interview. We've agreed we will try again tomorrow.
Michelle and I looked at each other one day and said, you know, we have strong contacts here
I'm just getting a bit frustrated with this.
in the Far East. Essentially, Michelle reached out to her contacts. We formed a consortium venture with a company based in Hong Kong and a company based in the UK, pulled together so we could effectively deal direct as a consortium.
You didn't get a deposit. It meant that you had to put the money up. Why would you do that?
Nice push button.
Well, we knew with our contact base that we could actually supply the volume, and we believe we could get competitive prices. So Michelle reached out to Michael Gove, who then referred on to Lord Agnew, who was coordinating referrals. A discussion took place with the Cabinet Office, who put PP Medpro through the ringer in terms of we were a start-up venture. We had made that clear to them. There was no shortcuts. In fact, I think they gave us a very hard time because they were worried about the fact we were a start-up business. For example, they gave us no upfront deposits. The risk was significant. I mean, for example, to even enter into discussions with the Cabinet Office, we put up 5 million into a bank account just to say we'll hold that money there until the end of the first contract, the mass contract, which we did do.
So Doug forms a consortium.
Let's be honest, the only reason he's done this is because he saw the money. There's no goodwill here. This is the whole of the bollocks. It really is. Sorry, I said it's bollocks. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. It's poop. That's what it is.
Consortium, and as PP Medpro they bid for government contracts, having been introduced by Baroness Moan. After the call to action, the recommending of companies had become the norm at the time for many ministers, MPs and House of Lords representatives.
All right, someone mentioned... all right, where are we? Just something I just noticed here. That somebody said... Well, basically they said... I can't find it now. Nice push bra, Moni. That's my kind of humour. Oh, hello, Dean Lambert. Hope you're well. PPE, pillaging pounds eagerly. That certainly is. Pillaging pounds eagerly. Is PPE. Do you remember that one? The husband needs a push bra too. We'll get done for fat shaming in a minute. Oh, crikey. I can't talk, I'm fat. They stole money. Literally, Thomas. They stole it. I bet that the companies were shell companies and were owned by other shell companies eventually in the Grand Cayman Islands. Yeah, most definitely. None of the PPEs... Oh, here we go, Matt says here. None of the PPE supplied by their company was fit for use and still received full payment from Westminster. But Westminster is trying to claim that money back now. But the company's not in a financial state to pay it back. Because a pair of individuals have took all the money out. They got their money. They got their 60-odd million plus. These people should go to jail after being
Medpro were awarded
killed.
2 contracts.
First contract, 210 million Type 2R masks. That went ahead, not a problem. The masks were used, were deployed. The second contract was for 25 million gowns. We had delivered the 25 million gowns by the end of August. And
the 25 million gowns were not fit for purpose. They were like bin bags. I'm going to have a second attempt to let my dog out. Go on, have a wee bit. Go on. Wait, have a wee bit. He's not keen. Wally is not keen because it's raining and I have to push him out the door with my Yoda slippers with holes in the bottom. Sorry. Oh, damn. Anyway, wait. Oh, wait. This is plonker. Flip it now. Don't get plonker all your life, Rodney.
But then it was clear that they had way too much. They then brought in external consultants to pour over the contracts, and they were looking for technicalities in the contract to try and get out of paying. And the irony is, PP Medpro was only under obligation to produce the goods and deliver them ex-works, i.e. our responsibility ended at the factory. So essentially, UNICEF, the government's agent, had been collecting for months our gowns, looking at the packaging, looking at the sterility records, the batch sterilisation records, looking at everything that was compliant to ensure that the product was good. And
that's just the records, that's not on-spot inspections. When the stuff's delivered, it was useless. This is bollocks.
The product was delivered. We were paid for the product, which was a condition of the contract, that only when they were happy with the goods.
So 210 million masks ordered in May 2020 were delivered, checked and paid for with no issues. And the order for 25 million gowns in June 2020 were also delivered, checked and paid for with no issues. It was UNICEF who handled the transportation of PPE Medpro's gowns and masks, and then, almost 2 years after the gowns were delivered, PP Medpro were advised that there were issues with the gowns. There has been much media coverage that PP Medpro overcharged, but do the facts reflect this? During April through May 2020, the average price paid for a Type 2R mask was 51p. UNICEF 87p, Purple Surgical Limited 78p, Ianda Capital 65p. Their masks were found to be defective and were never used. There was no claim against Ianda due to contractual technicalities. And PP Medpro's price 38.5p. So Medpro's masks were 12.5p cheaper than average. And per sterile gown March through to April 2020, where the average price was £7 to £12, Sega £6.60, one supplier to the Royal Free Hospital £12 and PPE Medpro £4.88.
They're bound to be shit then, weren't they? They really were bound to be shit. Anyway, let's just check the chat before I get carried away with this, because this is just frustrating. It really is. Ah, super chat, nice one. Oh, do. Stop the greed, £10. Yeah, stop the greed. Thank you. There we come. Thanks, buddy. Oh dear. We really are an oligarchy now. This is where Labour could come in and make some massive changes. Get rid of... I've said this a million times already. That asset holding companies were... David Cameron, who's now been brought back into the government after he made a lord, as he got rid of asset holding companies. To be fair to him, he got rid of them because they were deemed as being, well, they were immoral. Boris Johnson comes back into being the Prime Minister in 2019. He says, oh, this is a good idea. My Russian friends would love this. The oligarchy. So he brought back in the asset holding companies, which basically means anyone who wants to invest in the UK from abroad on land, property, or whatever it might be, businesses, anything, they can take the money out at any time they like without paying any tax on the profits or on dividends. But you and I, who may decide, I want an asset holding company, and then you want to sell your assets, you've got to pay tax on it. How's that right? This is where Labour could come in and obviously save quite a lot of money or gain money in taxation, because there'll be all these Russian oligarchs who want to get rid of all their properties and you can tax them on it. Got to get rid of that. That's ridiculous. And it's not fair. That's those sort of things being ring-fenced like that. It's just not fair on ordinary citizens. You know, people who maybe want to make an investment in the UK somewhere, and they hold it in an asset holding company. It's basically just like a limited company with an asset holding status. That's all it is. So obviously, with a limited company, you would pay taxes, wouldn't you? But not this lot. And you can't blame the oligarchy for doing so. You can't blame foreign investors for doing so. Of course they're going to do it. They're going to profiteer wherever they can, because that's good business. But we shouldn't be allowing it to happen. These are all loopholes in the tax system. It's just nuts. Absolute flipping nuts. Anyway, that's my rant over on that one. So anyway, that table could pay for some severance pay for COVID victims. That probably could. And a boat. Now, they mentioned in this clip that, oh, crikey, we were in lockdown, he said. He said we were in lockdown. They were on their flippin' boat. The Michelle Moan, whatever it is. Pandemic profiteer. They were out of the country on that flippin' boat. That's how they were spending their blooming pandemic. £10 million yacht. And the other half live, and that's for your money, by the way. Nuts. We're supposed to put up with this. We're supposed to tolerate it. We're supposed to just lay back and take it. But unfortunately for the Tories, as far as they're concerned, is, people had enough. People are waking up to it. They're done for. They really are done for. I don't think there's any come back from this. I dare I say it, it's also rather concerning. Could the Reform Party end up gaining more votes than the Tories? And more constituencies than the Tories? Could you imagine it? Rich Tice, that man's an idiot. He is literally an idiot. The stuff that comes out of his mouth makes no logical sense, and, well, the rule of law. People, eh? Anyway, where was I? Oh dear. I'm getting carried away again. Let's go to the bottom so I know where I am. Oh gosh, hello, oh gosh. Hey, oh great show, see you. Cheers, buddy. Nice to know, thank you. I try. I'm very trying. That I am. Ask the missus, she knows. Yeah. As Tom care, and they still wonder why Scotland want its independence. you know what? You've got to get out while you can. Seriously. Map your own path, you know. Need to. You can't go on like this, Putin for PM. Yes, Andy Reid. Oh, thank you. Putin for PM. Oh, dear. Can you imagine it? Lucky. We'd all be in the gulag. Either way, Madame Moon should have her assets stripped. You dirty old man, you are not you on a boat, Duke Vengeance. Hope you're not angry today. Take out, gosh. Thanks, buddy. If they made the BBE at such a low quality on purpose to undercut their manufacturers, then that would be clear case of fraud if they can prove the intent. That'd be very difficult to prove, though, wouldn't it? But you got a valid point, though. It's not well, if it's not fit for purpose for a start, it's not doing its job, is it? And also, is it the same spec? They should have. It's no good just saying like FFPP2s or whatever or N95s. That's not good enough. You need to have an actual spec. Now, if you go onto the 3M website, all the spec of their masks is all on there. It tells you how many microns it can filter down to 3 microns and all that sort of stuff. And everything is on there. What it's made for, blah 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 blah. And all the what do they call it? The sheets. Oh, the technical sheets. Anyway, for the product. If you buy from some company that doesn't necessarily have a track record that you can actually relate to, and well, they're quite that we know nothing about. But there's no guarantees, is there? Get any old shit. Spin bags with holes cut in the corners. Put your arms out of, all in the middle. The gowns. Pretty much what they got, to be fair. It's. I can joke about all this stuff, but it's deadly serious shit. People flip and died, you know. Obviously, you know, and it's just. And you see what's went on in this COVID inquiry about Alexander Boris Defettel Johnson. Well, that he is, and it's just. I mean, it could be that mockery out of us all. Took the piss out of us all. Okay, I moved to France, but I've got to wait for him. But, you know, still got my family there. You know, but we had our problems here in France, what have you, but there was not that level of, well, we didn't have that corruption. There's no scandals regarding all this going on. You know, I'm not saying the French president is, you know, fantastic. He makes cock-ups like any old leader, you know, but, and also he's getting a hell of a lot of grief at the moment. Old Macron, but he's just... You're never going to keep everyone happy. And over here, we've got stupid protests going on. I mean, absolutely daft. Absolutely ridiculous. It's got to do nothing whatsoever. They're going around turning the signs, the village signs and the town signs, upside down. And it's a farmers' protest. They could do anything. Oh, so what? Maybe it puts the idea of the thought in people's minds. But I don't necessarily agree with the farmers anyway, personally, and lots of people don't. But there you go. Just like Harry's farm, he was spouting the crap the other day. He was trying to relate to methane and CO2 gases as though they're the same thing. He was complaining about Channel 4 report that was done the other day, a documentary regarding CO2 gases. And he had a point about some of it, but he's piling on methane and CO2 in the same thing. But it's not the same thing. One's from fermentation, methane gases, and the other one's carbon dioxide, which is released from carbon dioxide through the grasses, what happens, it grows, it holds a certain amount of carbon dioxide, and needless to say, it then gets digested and broken down by the cows, and then gets distributed back into the atmosphere. And the same when we burn our fires, it's all stored carbon dioxide that we release again. Just like the polar ice caps melting, it's released carbon dioxide gas, and it's and potentially other viruses as well that we don't know about. But anyway, that's another story. So So, if they made the PPE in such low quality, yes, I agree, Duke Vengeance. Potentially, it could be fraud. He's on a diet now, is he? Oh, okay. It's, I've been on a diet. I've lost 6 kilos. 6 kilos I've lost. I'm off the diet for Christmas, though. Hence, I've got a bear. I haven't had a bear for like 6 weeks. So, yeah, it's a kilo a week, isn't bad, is it? But I'll be back on again in January because I've got quite a lot to lose. Because I am a fat bastard, okay? Fat shaming myself. Oh, you fat bugger, you. See? Oh, you've... I've got to point at myself. Oh, look at that fat bugger. That's it. Me. That's it. Yeah. Oh, anyway. Oh, dear me, dear me. My dog, Jules, his weight is 49 kilos? Blimey. Wally, he's only, he's 12 kilo. Wally is. Sebastian is about 20 kilos. Pandora's about 22 kilos. She's actually lost a bit of weight, she has. Is there a chance that the equipment was made from a compliant material? You might have something there. A compliant material, but the finished product wasn't certified. You might actually have something there, Brian. That is a real valid point. And it's also very similar to what happened with Grenfell. That's one product that was certified and they decided to use a different one. Unfortunately, a load of people died, but you know, Jacob Rees-Mogg and all that.
I think it's rather uplifting.
Apparently. What an arsehole. Sorry. Our useless masks were cheaper. Therefore, we are good guys. Pretty much. But they were useless. And this is the other thing about these flipping masks are, at the time, now, as a woodworker, we need dust masks, you know? Although you won't see me wearing them generally in my videos, because I talk in my videos and you won't hear me. But anyway, I do actually wear dust masks and respirators and stuff. The thing is, you see, during the pandemic, I was okay because I had a stock. But during the pandemic, loads of people I knew couldn't get dust masks. So they were working with materials without dust masks, and some of these materials are carcinogens, such as the wood glues and stuff like that. Carcinogens, such as formicas and also carcinogens. And it's so they were working with all these dodgy materials with no masks on. Normally they would wear masks, but they couldn't get any because obviously the pandemic. And then we were watching these people wearing these flipping masks with negative pressure valves in. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God. What good is that? You've got a valve in there that allows you to breathe out easily. So all that moisture that's holding, moisture droplets, is holding the virus on the N95 masks with the negative pressure valves in. Made no logical sense. You've been better off, like Donald Trump said, put a scarf around your head. Well, you had to shove a light up your ass as well. Oh, dear. Oh, sell your assets, missus. Oh, that's what you got to do, said Larry the cat. Right now, if I care, I can go online and see where and how much my government spent on PPEs, or whatever they call it, PPE. And can people do that in the UK? No. No, you can't. No, it's just like the healthcare. You're probably the same, actually, Joel. Everything that is spent on our behalf regarding our health, we get a letter with the bill that's paid for by them. So, like for instance, we have my hands done, we see how much it costs and stuff like that. And whenever you see the doctor, it all comes on, a bit like getting the bank statements, all on there, everything. You get to take home your X-rays, your scans, everything, which is brilliant, which is great because it keeps you in the know. And by being kept in the know, you understand a bit more. You're more connected with your own body in the sense any problems that you might have, which I think is a really good thing. You know, I'm not saying you should be a Google doctor. What did Regan say about me? What does this guy look like? The Wish.com version of Daniel Craig? Oh, right. You're talking about him, aren't you? You're talking about that Badenoch geezer. Oh, okay. I don't think you're talking about me. Because I'm no Daniel Craig. You see me in my hot pants. No, they don't want to. No. Oh. Corrupted at every stage, most definitely. The film was made by Medpro. It's totally unbiased and not a pathetic appeal. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I just came up my feed. I just looked. So I don't know if it's. Oh yeah, PPE Medpro. Oh no, that is. Does it say Medpro? Is it Medpro? Interview. Does it say that in the description? I won't be surprised. Mark Williams Thomas. Anyway, just carry on with that. I'll tell you what. Before I do, just get a bit down because I've probably gone much down too far. Down we come. Betty Kershaw, haven't had a beer for 6 weeks, blimey. And empty wine bottles must be... I ain't had wine either. No. 10-minute workout every morning or shorts. I'll send you the workout I do. Oh, please, yeah. Oh, yeah, I would be interested in that. I used to do a lot of stretching type exercises, and I used to be big on the gym. I really did. And I've gone a bit saggy now. I used to be quite muscular. What's happened? I'm a mess. Absolute mess. Blimey. Anyway, I was a hunk. Asked the missus. She's disappointed now. Oh, dear. Not only am I a marine classification surveyor, I'm also an ISO auditor. Ah, got it. Well, for my company, I was the buyer because pretty much I was the buyer because that was my company. I was the health and safety geezer, though. Yeah, I was qualified to do that. Between that 70 employees, you have to somebody who's qualified and certified to do it. Anyway, the cat's not happy with him around either. No, probably not. Do vengeance. Can't squire. Take care of it. Oh, crikey, where are we? Brian Maguire. Hence, I know how you can fool a certification procedure, unfortunately. And that's probably exactly what they did. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Brian. I think you nailed that up there. Yeah, I think you were right. I'll be a bit surprised. Matt says, I worked in renovation in the 80s. No mask, just a scarf tied tight, yeah. When I used to work with my dad on the old boats now, and we had the old fiberglass boats, cut out the old windows. The windows come in and we cut the holes out in the superstructure. And we had no mask. We had paper overalls, but no mask. And it's pretty much what we did, is literally just tie a rag around the head. I'll tell you something. It's a job we used to do. The last thing of the day. So we got home and just have a shower because it was just horrendous. Fiberglass dust is nasty. Used old diamond wheels, thin curved diamond wheels to cut the windows out. Nasty job. I tell you, a really nasty job. Had to be done. Hello, Tim Barron. I didn't see you there. At the end is PPE Medpro. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Cheeky buckers. Anyway, it's quite nice to take the piss out of them, isn't it? So I haven't had a beer since August, says Top Smoke. Blimey, I've got my beer here. I'm not. It's lasting absolute age. In fact, it's gone flat, as you can see. I'm not used to drinking. 6 weeks, quite a long while, isn't it, really? Mark goes to Frankfurt. Game of... Oh, dear. Go to Frankfurt. Game of Thrones is a bore compared to this annual Tory leadership's psychodrama. Oh, crikey, it is, isn't it? It's like one after the other, but who's going to be next? Strada Braverman, Kemi, Badenoch, huh? Maybe Grant Shapps? Oh, crikey, and they got Penny Mordaunt, she's hanging in there still. She wants that top job, doesn't she, with her sword? Stand up and fight, she goes. And then we had Jacob Rees-Mogg. He's shown an interest. And James cleverly. Oh my God, no. James not so cleverly, the foreign well, not foreign secretary now, is he? Keeping in light with his, well, so-called jokes, these sort of fringe events, doesn't he? He's awful. When asked about his leadership ambitions, he pulled out some Viagra reference. What's that all about? I know. He's saying he's happy to be the Secretary of State for the Home, for the Home Department forever. That's what, that's what he says. But they all say that, don't they? They all want that top job. What's the point? They're never going to be Prime Minister. There's no turning this lot. this sinking ship around, is there? Remember Tom Tuggenhart? Tugger's head. Oh, anyway, the Tugger. Well, he's a security minister. What do he is now? Is he security minister now? I think he's still security minister. Well, he's a bit more centrist, he is. But he's useless. Another flippin'... Well, he's never lied, basically. But he's a bit like a bit of a comeback kid, I suppose. He ran, didn't he, before? And he got knocked out quite early. He made some real dodgy videos in his little campaign. Oh, horrendous they were. But anyway, I suppose he's a bit younger-ish. And he's quite eager for the job. Military background. But still, he's just useless. They're all duds. All the Tories that you could consider as being maybe, okay, they have some morality about them. You know, maybe I can trust them. They're all gone. All that lot gone. You know, you might not like their policies, you know, but they're gone. And they're what we've got. We've got Angela Jenkins with the bird. What the hell? Oh, great, did we get... Who was it, actually? It was a news reporter, wasn't it, who did give the bird the other day? Who was that? I'm sure I saw that somewhere. Then they got Liz Truss. She got beaten by lettuce. She's never come back, kid, isn't she? She wants that top job again. Oh, maybe we went a little bit hard. Maybe we went a little bit too quick. They're the right-hand man. God. Well, it's a complete that mess, isn't it? What can you say? I don't really know. I'm lost for words. No, I'm not lost for words. I don't think I'll ever be lost for words. Well, actually, I won't be lost for words. So, let's have another look at this, because this is just nuts. So,
Mogg has a further comment to make on the value that he says PPE Medpro offered compared to other suppliers.
The British government have been paying between £7 and £12 a gown over the period in which we were supplying. So when we actually look at our gowns, we were on average £3 a gown under what the government had been paying. So we saved them 75 million there.
No, you didn't. You sold them inferior gowns. So, it's not saving then, is it? It's not the same product.
If you look at the average on the mass of 51p versus our 38.5p, we saved them 25 million there. So our prices saved the government over £100 million.
In December 2022, the DHSC commenced a civil claim against PPE Medpro. One of the issues they are focused on is that PPE Medpro incorrectly produced single-wrapped gowns. And the media...
Oh, can you remember that? They got rejected because the gowns were single-wrapped instead of double-wrapped.
Coverage has certainly singled them out.
So that goes against what they were saying regarding all complied. It was all checked and complied. But then they were rejected because they were single-wrapped. So that makes no sense. There's big holes in what he's saying.
Being sole providers of single-wrapped gowns with an issue. But is this correct? I have looked at 25 other gown contracts at the time and can reveal that all of them supplied single-wrapped gowns. So what happened? In September 2020, the DHSC started to contact PPE suppliers, asking them to now provide the gowns double-wrapped, even though all the contracts had been for single-wrapped gowns. The NHS's preferred specification at the time was for gowns to be double-wrapped. The DHSC realised it had a problem with its own contract specification. So hundreds of millions of gowns were rejected because the NHS's preference is towards double-wrapped gowns. The government's PPE procurement team failed to specify this in their contracts. The next claim from the DHSC against PPE Medpro is that the gowns did not have a specific certification.
What they then do is they then try and make out that we hadn't produced the...
Make up, and then he stuck that in there, didn't he?
The gowns to specification using a derogation for what has became known as an equivalent technical solution. Under a pandemic, you're allowed to use alternative processes. The equivalent technical solution we produced was fully compliant. Our gown manufacturer produced a non-sterile gown. They had a CE marking. What the DHSE subsequently said was, well, your gowns didn't have a joined-up CE marking, i.e. one CE marking that covered both the gown and the sterilisation process, as opposed to we've got two individual CE markings that still give us the same joined-up product. And the irony is that the suppliers that did have a joined-up CE marking for both gowns and sterilisation themselves used exactly the same sterilisation plants to outsource their non-sterile gowns.
It doesn't make any difference because there's insurances to deal with. Everyone's got to comply. You can't take stuff that isn't going to comply because the insurance companies would be drawn over the coals, wouldn't they? That might be a good thing. And back in the chat. I'll try and keep up the chat, I am. Trying. Right. Steve McGowan says, the junk he delivered was AliExpress garbage. Yeah, probably. And would never pass real certification. He literally bought junk for pennies each and sold them for pounds. Pretty much. It's either a suitable mask or it's not. If you talk about 3M stuff is pretty darn good. It really is. A lot of it's made in China, to be fair, and also in the United States, but it's actually really good stuff. It works. And the problem with a lot of these masks, you see, is about moisture. You're talking about moisture droppers. And what happens is the masks become clogged, and then effectively it just ends up going all down the sides because, you need to change them regularly. It's no good wearing one mask all day long. You need to change it every 2 or 3 hours. If you're intending to wear them all day, it's needless to say, people working in these hospitals are going to be getting through masks left, right, and oh, is that right, Lefty Boater? You can buy it. The nurses and the doctors and what have you, they're going to get through shitloads of them, aren't they? And then they're being criticised. Can you remember they were being criticised for using them, for changing them too often? That's it, for changing them too often. Lefty Boater just said apparently Michelle Moan's boat is up for sale for $8 million. What, the pandemic profiteer? Oh, was it led by donkeys? That's what they did. They stuck I don't know if you saw that, but Michelle Moan's boat, which at the time was moored up in Barcelona, probably still is, was they found it and they made a new sign for a new sticker. They chucked it on the side of this boat called the Pandemic Profiteer. I bet she loved that. Why the hell is she a baroness? What has she given to deserve being a baroness? I wonder. Ugh, dirty. Fair dues, Brian. Can't say no more. Joe says, leave my German beer alone. It's at the same price level as it was back in 2022. I love German beers. I love Belgian beers. I love French beers. It's like strong, proper beer. Stuff that makes your head fizzle. Yeah. Not that nappy stuff that's now down to 3.7% or something. I can't remember what it is now. Under Rishi Sunak's latest plans. Not plans, but he's, regarding the taxation levels on beer in the UK. Regarding the alcohol limits. They are like those lazy, incompetent people at work when the payoffs come around, squirming, trying to look like they are a good worker. Yes, I would say so too, Top Smoke. Now, we had people like that working in City Works department in Norwich who used to do all the roadworks and stuff. And property maintenance and stuff like that. There was people there who really did not want to be there. But because they've been there for so long, they're unsackable. Because, severance on it would cost a fortune. Penny the Sword Swallower. Okay. That's a coup.
Stand up and fight. Because when you stand up and fight, the person beside you stands up and fights. And they stand up and fight for the things upon which the entire progress of humanity depends.
That is a disgrace.
Oh dear. Couldn't resist. Do apologise. Thank the jet. Does Baroness Bra use her old man a model for her bra? Oh dear. Oh, in fat shape. I'll get told off again. I can't talk. I'm fat. I ain't got boobs though. I'm quite happy about that. I'm actually it's the skinny fat people have boobs. Quick question: have you all hit the like button? Please, boop the like button to help the channel. You know. Yeah, it makes me feel good about it. You know. So I lose more subscribers than I'm gaining at the moment. I failed. I failed. Oh dear. There we go. Apparently, Mishmone's boats was over 8 million. That also valued at 10 million at 1.8 million. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Obviously, you know, the price of boats has gone down in that. The junk he delivered was AliExpress. Oh, down I come. Too far up I am. Even China had no faith in their PPE as they were buying. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Remember that China at the time was stopping the export of 3M PPE that was being made in Chinese factories. They wouldn't let it go out. Do you remember that? And obviously 3M stuff is made to a certain specification. As I said before, it's a case, and if I could figure it out just by watching this chat, before his remarks about the CE stamp, where the government are standards auditors. Where are the government standards auditors? They should have had a specification which would have been provided by the NHS, not by the government. It should have been certified by the NHS, because they're the ones who need it. And they're the ones who are normally the buyers. So, Marcus, when are you visiting me in Antwerp for a beer or a... Oh, I'd love to, actually. When I get my camper back on the road, because I would actually like to go to Germany. There's a place in Germany I'd like to say. I'd like to go to... I can't remember what it's called. And the pronunciation would be completely out of my remit. And it's the old foundries that used to build all the tanks and armaments during the war. It's now gardens. And it looks absolutely amazing. Hectares and hectares of old foundries. All like just gone to gardens. It took this guy 25 years to actually do all this work. It's amazing. From the pictures and the aerial footage I've seen. So I would like to go there. I don't know where that is in relation to Antwerp, though. Anyway, Antwerpen? Is that Antwerpen? Oh, I don't know how you say it. Oh, terrible. I struggle enough with English, you probably can tell. They moan for services to poop love at Dolphins Square. What the hell? Crikey. Oh, got 93 likes now. You owe me one. Cheers, Billy. Oh, dear. I have to admit, I do like doing the live stuff and that. That's quite good fun. It gives me an excuse to actually just be silly. And also, I always get the replays, they always get demonetised. Always. So super chats are fine. But every single time I get demonetised. For some one reason or another. Probably because I'm saying things like boobs. And bollocks. And all that sort of stuff. You know how it goes. Yeah, Tommy Gundy said that, by the way. It's skinny fat people that have boobs. Care to explain yourself, Marcus? Oh, how do I explain that? Skinny people who do no exercise, so they're a little bit gone a bit south. Argument's sake, Rishi Sunak, he's skinny as a rake, but have you seen him in the shirt? He's got nipples that stick out like that. They do. I'm not trying to fat shame him or anything like that. But I have to admit, whenever I see them, if he was in front of me, I would just have to. I would help myself. I really wouldn't. Just who I am, I suppose. Not quite all my clicked on now. There you go. She likes a pub brawl. Oh, I bet she do. Bamberg for bear. Or Bamberg for bear. Who's Bamberg for bear? You know, I bought some new arrows for the bow, if I get close enough. Oh, you got a bow, eh? I got a bow as well. I got a compound bow. A Browning compound bow. And I do need some new arrows. Yeah, I got all the fletchers and what have you, and I put all the fletchers on myself. Phil, oh crikey, we're going down the old Phil Morehouse route, are we? Top smoke. Oh dear. I have to admit though, Phil's been doing a lot of short videos as well. Come up with, because I do a lot of shorts on my woodworking channel. I keep getting Phil Morehouse's shorts in my feed. I don't know why, because I don't even subscribe to them. So anyway, I do. I keep getting them in my feed. That's very frustrating. Some people don't understand or get shorts. They're a totally different format to this or to long form content, and it's almost a performance to get everything in such a short period of time. You've got 60 seconds. Is all we got to get information across, and it's I don't think the shorts work personally. You stick to long form. All shorts tunes in with Rishi. All shorts tunes in with Rishi. What? Spaffer has boobs running with Dylan the mutt. Apparently that dog likes to poop everywhere in the house and ain't helped him. Nope. Well, if you see me run, he jumps out of his flippin' security guarded car, runs 10 yards into his house. What's that all about? It's all about the image, you see. Even was it Michael Gove? You keep seeing him jogging about everywhere. He's another one with moobs. I learned how to craft a bow and use an axe and a knife with my mum. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, wow, that's proper stuff, that is, Joel. I need to do my woodworking channel. I need to make a longbow. That'd be pretty cool. I'd probably do a laminated one, though. It's a single piece. Twiddling nibbles. Oh, you can't stop me twiddling the very nibbles, I'll tell you. If they're there, it's like when you see someone with a zit on their head. I get a stick and I just poke it with a stick. A bit like Austin Powers, a mouldy. That'd be me, that way. I can't help myself. I'm terrible, I am. I'm a blurter as well. Maybe Phil likes me. I don't think he does. I know Phil doesn't like me. I've spoken to Phil behind the scenes. I'm not a fool. I'll tell you, he definitely does not like me. So I've returned the favour, and I don't dislike him. I just don't. He's just not my cup of tea, so. Mine's got a recurve bow, says Duke Vengeance. And my son's got a recurve. The thing about the compound bow is extremely powerful, but you get the point when you're pulling back your arrow with the fletch and what have you, and you pull it back, and you have that relaxed period that allows you, to aim without being duress, like it would be a longbow or even a recurve. So you got a longbow with fiberglass limbs or carbon fiber limbs, or crikey. You tried to fill in the algorithm by your viewers. Actually, you might have a good yeah. So Billy Kershaw has said, I'm tired to fill in the algorithm by my viewers. So this is something that maybe you would be interested in because your viewers are. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually, Billy. That does, yeah. The other thing is, it's very frustrating. I have to admit, TikTok is better at shorts, than YouTube. In regarding the algorithm, I find the algorithm with YouTube shorts are very... I just get shit half the time. It's not even something I'm interested in. There's only so many people doing, I don't know, the shuffle dance that you can actually cope with. I'm sick and tired of the shuffle dance, okay? Dave McGinnis, hello there, David. Hope you're well. Making a dangerous weapon like a longbow would have good foods. I did make one several years ago. God, when was that? Probably about 20 years ago with my son. In Sallow, so that's a long time ago. I haven't got it anymore. It's finding a decent piece of timber to make, nice long straight grain. That's what I'm saying about laminating one, so it might make more sense for me. Joel says, all sorts of wood, metal, leather, and a lot of crafting. I do like a bit of... I haven't done any leather work. I've actually just got a laser, believe it or not, which I'm really pleased because we're going to be using that. Once I've worked out how to use the thing, to make the signs for the GoFundMe for the for the tree plant and what have you, which would be fantastic. So they gave me one. That's how well my woodworking channel's doing. They're actually companies are sending me stuff. Can you believe it? Oh, are they stupid? Anyway, I just I've had a few bits and pieces, and also the biggest thing they've given me is this laser. It's about 800 quid's worth, something like that. It's 20 watt laser. For laser engraving and cutting and all that. So a 20 watt one. It's quite powerful. So I've got to set that all up as yet, so I've got to learn how to use it. But I've got someone sending me a 3D printer, but that'll be the new year. What else was there? I've got to make videos about it on the Woodworking channel. But those sort of things I use a lot anyway, so they'll get loads of videos. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't like shorts, ain't got the legs for them. Oh, we've got a comedian in the house. Thanks for that, Brudden. Oh dear. Oh, David McGuinness. Oh dear. Shorts are for doom scrolling clickbait. Yes, they are. And oh my giddy aunt, it is doom scrolling. You're 100% right. I'll sit there. Maybe Carol, she's sweet. She's a little sweetie, my missus is. And if I can plonk myself down somewhere, next thing I know, I've got a coffee beside me. She's just a kind soul. She really is. And then I've got my phone in front of me. I'm sort of checking it, see when my videos are coming up. And then I just get so many flipping. You get hooked on it. It's just one after the other. And you're right, it's doom scrolling. And you can, before you know it, you've wasted half an hour just watching random stuff on YouTube. Some of it's quite good, to be fair. And all the stuff that I make for the YouTube channel, on the Wally Brass site, are all educational stuff. It's woodworking education. So I'll try and teach people, give people hints and tips and stuff like that. So I think it has some value, I hope, anyway. That's my goal, anyway. So yeah, Top Sweet says make a dangerous weapon will give me good food. Or maybe I'll do that one. Hello, Harvey Owens. I hope you're well, my friend. I haven't seen you here before, but I hope you had a lovely Sunday. I hope you haven't done anything I wouldn't do. Don't leave a lot, I tell you. Shorts of a doom scrolling, you aren't wrong. I get cats, lots of cats, says Doc Davies. Is it because you like cats? I get a few cats, I get a few dogs, but I do get a hell of a lot of people dancing. What the hell? Now, I just signed up for this other one. They don't know me yet. This Clapper, whatever that is. It's just another, a bit more like Rumble, I think. I did mention it a moment ago, but it's all I'm getting is right-wing politics come up, and it's needless to say I won't be using it. It's just somewhere to put my videos. Actually, maybe Regan Elite might be interested in doing that as well. The more platforms you can get on, the better, especially with the short content, because you can just spread them everywhere. Right, folks, time to say goodnight. Night, Brian McGuire. Thank you very much, my friend. You take care, won't you? Be safe, be careful. If you can't be careful, don't get caught. Take care, my friend. Thank you. So Larry the Cat. Oh, dude. So, David McGinnis. Okay. Can 3D printers print 3D printers? I don't know. But do you know what? 3D printers can print houses. Which might be the way to go. That might be the thing that we need to do. Instead of doing the old... because we can't get bricklayers, you see. This 3D printing houses is unreal. I mean, they're building full-sized homes using 3D printers. No, they're not plastic. They're concrete, cement. So basically, you've got this like cement nozzle, and it's layer by layer by layer by layer. This machine is amazing, absolutely amazing, and the texture of it is fantastic. I think it's a brilliant idea. It's obviously still, a very carbon rich product, but so is bricks. But very few people. There's no bricklayers, is there? Quite often they leave the finish, so you don't have to have any renderers, anyone doing the rendering, plasterers, what have you. Stop the greed! Yeah, stop the greed. Make a bow with suspension leaf springs and a digging bar. Suspension leaf springs? Oh my god, that'd be a bow and a half, wouldn't it? You'd have to have like Schwarzenegger to pull that thing back. It's not a stupid idea, though. Sprung steel. Again, pretty big. Where are we? Benny Kershaw says, be careful, we watched The Fugitive last night, and one armed man might break into your house, etc., and just endorse the product. Might do. A brilliant film, that is. Yeah, with Harrison Ford. The Fugitive. Top tip with doom scrolling. If you think that you would like a video, but have seen a similar video before, just scroll past it. Makes a lot of sense. I'm very conscious about hanging on something that I wouldn't necessarily be interested in. Or I'm getting too much of it, I'll just skip past it as quick as possible. It can be an absolute nightmare otherwise. Tories are constantly printing Tories. Too bad they get worse as the copycat continues. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, cool, 76, hope you well. Full village was 3D printed. It's nuts. And they look fantastic as well. I don't know how high they can go with them, because obviously I suppose if you allow the bottom stories to set, you can go as high as you like, I suppose. Rep can almost print a rep. What? Rep rap? Oh, I can't even know what that is. Oh, blimey. What's the time anyway? What have I been doing? 2 hours later, I've done with Mark's hour's been done. I need a big... I'll tell you what I need. I need an hourglass. Like an hourglass. Like Regan Elite's plasma ball thing. I can put that here, and it can be the constant reminder. An hour is getting close. That's what I need. I need an hour, yeah. Then I can turn it over and do 2 hours. Everyone else got like hour, but lava lamps. So, politics. Political X got it's got a lava lamp. Regan Elite has got his plasma ball thing, his globe. I need like a sand-filled hourglass. That's what I need. I still go over though. There we go. Attention, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our Marcus hour, says Joel. Design a machine. Oh, for God's sake. Very funny, Top Smoke. Okay, I get your point. Do you want me to talk about rock concrete? Reinforced, autoclaved, aerated concrete? No? I won't then. Okay. Do Vengeance. K9 is a new 69. Ooh, lovely. Okay. So Doctor Who is woke now. And GTA 6. What? I don't know what GTA 6 is. Why is Doctor Who woke now? I don't know. I don't get all this woke now, to be honest. Because my personal feeling on woke, I think it's a misappropriation. It's something else that we've decided to steal from black communities now, black people. You know, like I don't know, like curly hair. You know, like tight curly hair. Because that's what it's about. It's about social awareness. Usually, primarily for black people. But no, we'll try any political correctness. I can all call it woke now. I think it's the politics. I think it is. Sorry. 2 hours later, 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 2 hours la I do. I do. Someone who's on, I would say, on sort of like, I don't know, left to centre, I suppose. I do think we have gone a little bit too politically correct. Not a little bit. I think we've gone way too politically correct. I think it's gone stupid. I do. I really do. It's almost like the striving for the perfect. It's like the enemy of the good. Is that the phrase or something like that? So it's like we want everything to be absolutely fantastic, but it's never going to be. So we kind of, we ain't going too far with something. Bring back Little Britain. That's what I say. I slipped on a glacier cherry, and I accidentally fell inside the man I did. Oh, crikey. Dora, on the head. And one of yours has dropped on the floor, mate. There you go. I'm useless. Oh, dear. There are schools with the... What, really? I didn't know that. Lefty Boat saying that, the Grenfell cladding, which they changed, didn't they, to get the price down, on the quote with the council. And apparently they've been using that same cladding on schools. The only thing I want to say about schools is generally schools are no more than 2 stories, are they? Whereas Grenfell obviously was very high. Now, I've worked with cladding. In fact, there's one particular building I mentioned before, actually, called Desmond House. I wonder if I can find it for you. It's on Cat Hill. It's Desmond House, Cat Hill. The clad, I think it was about 2003 we did that. Sort of resin plan panel, which basically, if you got like a formica, your worktops in your kitchen, think of that material on top of there, but being 10mm thick, solid. So it's basically just resin. That stuff burns. That was the next barn, that was. New barn, oh my god, where is it? There it is. Cat Hill. Oh my god, the butchers are still there. It's Jewish butchers. Oh god, that's a fantastic place. La Boucherie. Right, I've got that one there. I'm on the wrong place. Let's put that onto that one and I can show you. This building here, I overcladded several years ago. Unfortunately, let's get rid of that. No, I do want to get rid of that. Let's go back. Oh, Cat Hill. Arrgh! Desmond, there we go. Back we go. I'll try and get this in the view. Chat. Window up. That building there. Can I click on that and bring it up? That's it. Oh, that building there. It's 8 floors, 9 floors with a parapet. And that butcher's. Oh, they also had the bakery in that. Not butcher, the bakery there. That. Oh, crikey, it's fantastic. Their cheese and spinach pasties. Oh God, crikey, I put some weight on. I'll tell you. Can I get rid of that? No, I can't get rid of that. There. Oh, that's what I do. There you go. There it is. That's Desmond House. I did that. That I did. And these panels up here, you see down the middle here, all right? This is a stairwell right down the middle of this building, okay? All these panels underneath the windows are resin. All these panels between the windows are resin. And all these are window pods. And if we come around, you can't see that. Can you see the other side? How do we do that? Go around. Hang on. This is an old picture. This is before. They're not the panels we put on. This is before we did it. They're brick panel. That's brick clad. Oh God, that's an old picture. That's really old. I thought that can't be right. Unless it's been done again. I'm confused now because that is not. I'm gonna try to find another picture now. I'm confused. Unless that's a really, really old picture. But we're talking about 2003 odd, you know? Let's find the original. Hey, this is when we done it. Oh God, this has it been done again? Maybe they decided it was like after Grenfell. Maybe they've done it again. I don't know. But I'm really confused now. Let's open that new open image. That is okay. Let's put that over here so we can show you. All right, there it is. That is obviously several years after we did it because it looks really dirty now. But that's not that one, is it? It's the same building. That wouldn't have been done again, would it? Oh, maybe. Anyway, these panels up the side here, this is all scaffolded, and each of those panels are 3 metres by 1.5 metres. And they're a Resoplan panel by a company called Eternit. And they're all basically riveted onto the onto the actual metal rail. There's metal rails. There's a mid rail, and then you've got like a T-bar rail, which is the joiner rail with like a black tape, and everything has to have expansion joints, what have you. So you know, because it's plastic, it expands and contracts because of resin. And all the windows, all the new windows we put in and that as well. Now the actual architect, this is a guy called Tony Trippett, and if you look here with these two blue. Vertical bits. There's a vertical bit, a blue bit at the top. The same on this side here, with that's Tony Trippett, TT. So he managed to get his initials onto the building without anyone knowing. But my point being, was talking Grenfell, these panels are flammable, and also on each wall floor slab, sorry, we had to insulate the floor slab, and then we done with a 30mm thick insulation board by Doe Chemicals, and when it burned, it gave off cyanide gas, and that was on the floor on the floor slabs. The point is, there's a gap between this panel and the wall, the actual construction of the building, same as Grenfell. So you can imagine it. If that caught a light, you get the fire behind the panel, and you get the updraft because it's all vented, you see, from top to bottom. And you get the updraft. It was horrendous. When you think about it like that, especially after Grenfell. At the time, we thought we were just doing as we were told, really. You know, this is the contract. And we didn't choose the panels. And there's another building we did like this, where we actually glued the panels on the side. We used a bit like Seek Attack. It was literally Seek Attack. And they literally mastic the panels, glued them on with mastic on the side of the actual building, like a cog. And it's bit of stuff, the same stuff you use to stick your windscreens on with, or some car manufacturers stick the wing of your car on with. But anyway, there you go. That's a bit of useless information for you. But there's buildings like that everywhere. So yeah, it's quite interesting. You said that, Lifty Boat, regarding some schools got this Grenfell style cladding. I think there's potential risks everywhere. It's very dangerous. I'm not woke. I'm not woke. I'm awake. He says, "Hey, the Conservator. Didn't see you there, my buddy." Conservatives been watching my woodworking videos. Are they a bit crazy? Oh, lots of family faces there. Oh, we are. Nice to see you here, Conservator. The Jews don't have a problem with Formica. Oh, God's sake. I'm not saying that. Am I being politically correct, Top Smoke? You need to talk about food chains. They definitely get you banned. Oh, what are they? I don't even know what they are. I'm useless, mate. Good evening, Possum, says Conservator. Good evening to you, my friend. That guy on Little Britain is Peter Brown. Oh, which one? What? Diane or whatever her name is. And she pees herself. Talking about Little Britain, I might actually have something here for the. Yeah. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Might find it in a minute. No. No. Oh, there we go. Oh, crikey. Oh, that's not the video clip, but it's it's when he's trying to explain how he got caught. For being inside the man, and it talked about the glacier cherry, and he fell inside the man. Yeah, there you go. I don't know what you mean. Just posted the link to the Snowflake server if you want to have a look. Cool. Oh, I refuse to be woke. I prefer to be awake. Fair point. There's nothing wrong with just being decent people, you know. I'm a bit of a prat. I like to have a bit of fun and make fun and stuff like that. But you know, I feel that we're kind of like pushed back from it all a bit now, and I think it's hampering comedy. I think I know it is. It's just you just say it. I don't find a lot of modern comedy funny anymore. I just find it a bit boring. There's some really good people out there, don't get me wrong, but it's comedians, but some of it's just a bit. Again, I'm a bit of a simpleton. Adults these days seem to be unable to get offended. They are all acting like spoiled brats. Get a life. I just think sometimes we just need to suck it up, you know. If someone, I'm fat, right? If someone want to call me fat and call me name, I don't give a damn. So what? I'll just go with the flow, me. I know some people can't do that, and then obviously, then I think the person giving it needs to refrain, because then obviously they're then the bully, aren't they? Because it then becomes cruel. But I'll just go with the flow and I'll just have it fun with it, you know. So I won't take the piss out of it. I'll just, you know, I'll agree with them even, you know, to that point. People of colour, why not people of pale? What? Oh dear. I just think it's all a bit of crying shame, really. And it's all about I think it's the enemy of the good, and you know. And look how many times I've had strikes because I've been a bit naughty. Usually aimed at Teresa Kofi, but you know. That guy on Little Britain is Peter Bone. Scroll on down. Hello, Vicky Key, didn't see you there. And now for something completely different. Building. You could say that is very, very completely different, yes. I'm very not on point, as you probably can tell. I know it has some. Take care, buddy. Be good. Which, good to see you again, Vicky Klee. Plainly Difficult does a condensed version. Plainly Difficult does. Oh! Plainly Difficult does a condensed version of this nightmare. Are you referring to that video? Because that's crazy. Who's chained? Da, 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 da. Well, I think I'm coming to the end of my capacity. Because I'm struggling now. I'm at the point where I feel I am going to not necessarily fall asleep, but I am slurring my words, and I don't think I'm on point. What have I missed anything interesting? I'll tell you what I do. I don't know if you saw this. Okay, let's just share a couple of things with you. What I'm thinking about. Little numpty nud there. Okay, Mark Francois. Could he be the next Prime Minister? No, with his book that nobody bought. What else we? Oh, crikey, no. Oh, okay, we got Dame, listeners, Dame. That doesn't sound wrong to you. Dame. What? Dame Andrea Jenkins, who gives the bird. She's a dame. How is she the dame? What? She said, enough is enough. I have submitted my vote, I have, yeah. Of no confidence letter to the chairman of the 1922. It's the only one they've had, apparently. And it is time for Rishi Sunak to go and replace him with a real Conservative Party. Now, if she wanted him to go, maybe she shouldn't have submitted that letter, because I don't think anyone wants to be associated with her. No, I'm not going to do it now. Maybe they were going to, but they're not now. I think this was rather unfortunate.
Asking a specific question, Keir Starmer's saying this week you're ready to serve. So if you would serve, is asking people to have a minimum income of £38,000 to bring family members here, is that the right kind of level?
As I've said, we have called for the salary threshold to be increased. We'd like the Migration Advisory Committee to publish the evidence so that we can see that in detail.
Asking a specific question, Keir Starmer's saying this week you're ready to serve. So if you would
There
serve...
might be some context that's missing there, but I think that's a bit unfortunate. I don't think that shows her in a good light, or Labour in a good light, because it's just agreeing with that with the Tories for a start, but also how are we going to get people in that we need if we, from abroad, because we need to, if they can't meet the thresholds? We don't pay enough in the UK. So I wasn't very happy with that. Oh, crikey, not Jenrick. Oh, no, should we do it? Oh, I've already done him, haven't I? It's not do it. This is what I do. Nada. I do like Nada. I do. I think she's lovely.
This is Boris Johnson's evidence at the COVID inquiry, talking about aggressive WhatsApp exchanges between his advisers and the civil service. Boris Johnson told the inquiry that abusive messages are part of the creative process. I'm buying into this, OK? So, Boris, you're a useless tosser. Make of that what you will. What you will. Into this, OK? So, Boris, you're a useless tosser. Make of that what you will.
Oh, what's that on replay? Oh, very good.
Boris, you're a useless tosser. Make of that what you will.
That's it. She's lost her BBC job. Oh. I do like Nada. I do. And even more so now. So what else we got here that I've missed out on? Oh, God, I haven't done that. Apparently, we are slipping back into the Victorian ages. Nigel Farage, by 2026, could be the next Prime Minister, as in the leader of the Tory party. I wouldn't rule that out, I really wouldn't. What we got here? So, let's bring it up. Okay. So, Italian grammar, I've done that already. Tories warn Rishi Sunak that his Rwanda plan will never be law. Well, we'll see. Embattled Sunak needs support, but Tories, he got moves. And Tories are divided yet again. Oh, crikey. Rishi Sunak faces Rwanda rebellion, and the PM risks Tory revolt. As right-wing Star Chamber lawyers say the plan is not tough enough. Well, the Rwanda plan will end up falling apart if we go as tough as they want. They've already said they're not breaking international law. And Braverman plots Tory rebellion on Rwanda plan after stinging attack on the Prime Minister. Oh, dear, this was a few weeks ago, this was. And the optics are terrible there because Rishi Sunak's eat out to help out the virus. Backfired. Not for the virus. The virus did very well out of it, thank you very much. And, okay, this was 6 months ago. It's like a Tory anarchy. This is like one anarchy after another. It's always in turmoil. The Tory party, there's no smooth sailing with the Tory party at the moment. This ever since Alexander Boris Johnson, it never used to be this bad. Well, and now the United Kingdom could slip back into the Victorian age, and Doth Cap Forelock and his happy fish.
They're now British fish, and they're better and happier fish for
I'm
it.
sure he'd be quite happy about that. Send the kids up the chimneys. That's what he'll do. Or in the gas boiler flues. So, yeah, the gap between the rich and the poor, well, it's growing. So, study by... I tell you, we're going to get rickets. That's what's going to happen. Study by the Centre for Social Justice has found that the most disadvantaged in Britain are no better off than 15 years ago, and the lockdowns... had a catastrophic effect on the nation's social fabric. Obviously, you can't get away from that, but it's a necessary evil. My giddy heart, there's still houses that look like that. Really? That looks like the verge of collapse, that one does. Did that have a fire? Blimey. Buy that for £1. So the UK is in danger. Oh, where are we? So some 13.4 million people lead lives marred by family fragility and stagnant wages, poor housing, chronic ill health, and crime, according to the Centre for Social Justice. And the CSJ's report, Two Nations, the State of Poverty. Let's bring it in a bit smaller so you can see it. State of Poverty. Where are we again? Blah, blah, blah. The state of poverty in the UK argues that the most disadvantaged in Britain are no better off than 15 years ago at the time of the financial crash, and cites the evidence that switching from welfare to work isn't worth it for them. But also don't forget what the United Nations, twice now, they've pretty much given us a damning report, haven't they? You know, poverty, unfortunately. So over 1 million children in the UK sleeping on the floor. It also found that the coronavirus restrictions had a catastrophic effect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, of course they have an effect, you know, but you had to have them. The calls to a domestic abuse helpline rose 700%, and severe absence from school jumped from 134% increase. We need our kids educated. We don't any more than the last batch. 1.2 million more people went on working age benefits, and 86% more people sought help for addictions. I'll tell you what they haven't mentioned here is that the suicide rate has gone up, which is very, very, very sad. Unfortunately, especially amongst men. Prisoners were locked up for 22.5 hours per day. How is that right? And there is a growing gap between those who can get by and those who are stuck at the bottom, the authors warned. 6 in 10 of the general public say that their area has good quality of life, but this drops to less than 2 in 5 among the most deprived. What about me? I'm depraved. 20 years ago, just 1 in 9 children were assessed as having a clinically recognisable mental health problem, and that figure now has risen to 1 in 5, rising to nearly 1 in 4 for those aged 17 to 19. I don't think that's just about poverty. I think sometimes it is food choices. And food choices isn't necessarily about, well, obviously know how to cook would be help. I know it sounds very Lee Anderson, but when I was speaking to my son, who's, I said to you, because he's head chef, their food is so cheap compared to what we pay here in France. I mean, it's really cheap. And it's like 40p for flipping cabbage, and cauliflower's like 60-70p, under £1 anyway. And carrots like 40p a kilo. We pay here in France. It's at the moment carrots are a little bit cheaper. We're about £1 to £1.50 a kilo, £1 per kilo at the moment, for carrots. But it's still downside dearer. But then again, a lot of people still grow their own food. I think food plays a massive part. Now, my dear wife working in the hospital, in school. Oh, I say hospital, in the school, and the children basically kids coming in with like cheese strings and stuff like that, and it's not real food. It's all rubbery stuff. It can't be good for health, can it? You know, make them munch on the cabbage instead. Some sauerkraut maybe. The report found 40% of the most disadvantaged report having a mental health condition, compared with 13% of the general population. And also, forget about the PFA chemicals, all this stuff, all coming to light now, and microplastics, all this stuff affects your health. The CSJ wrote, Britain is sick, but being sick pays. Britain is sick, but being sick pays. The total UC caseload has risen by 106% since March 2020, and the number of claimants with no work requirements has increased by 186%. But I mean, it's just... Oh, I'm not going to read all that. It's just diabolical. Shocking. And who's profiting out of all this? The energy companies. Yeah, even our energy's gone up, but nowhere near as much as in the UK. Nowhere near. Including taxes, I'm paying 26 centimes per kilowatt hour. 26. Which is a lot less. It used to be, when I first moved to France, including taxes, was 15 cents per kilowatt hour. And it's literally just jumped up, obviously since to warn Ukraine, what have you. But it was capped because the government bought the rest of the shares regarding the EDF and what have you. So it's almost 100% owned by the government now. Which, you know, privatisation does not work. No, only works for those who want to fill their own pockets. That's what they've been doing. That's 70 odd billion with the water company since it's been privatised, been just given away in dividends. How is that right? Anyway, one last look in the chat. Acorn! Didn't see you there, my friend. Scroll up a little bit first. Regan Ali says the only flight we want to Rwanda is one full of Tory MPs. And no. We want them on Prigozhin's flight. That's what we want. We want the Tory MPs on Prigozhin's flight. And a quick call to Putin, and it'll all be sorted. Yeah. I should have read Andrea Junk. So Larry the cat. Night, Joel. Are you singing along with the what? Oh, top smoker. 2 vibrators. What? Don't know if I'll go into that one. Twice the minimum wage. Top smokers. Another at an airport car park. It's the end of the electric cars. Another fire. Oh, a fire. That won't be the end of electric cars. I was watching a film. Not really watch it properly. I can't remember what it's called now. Had Owen Hawke in it. Julia Roberts. And who else was in that? I think it's actually directed by Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. I think that's what I produced by. I think it was. Really good film, I have to admit. But it was quite interesting because it's like this catastrophic kind of utopian sort of bizarre video anyway. Oh, film. And all the Teslas were literally just trying to get to one point. It's like they've been taken over. Yeah, self-driving cars and all that, and they're all crashing into each other. They were piling up one after the other. They were all these white Teslas, all straight from the factory. Tell Elon Musk that. You'll say so. It's not possible. Those culture wars are backfiring on the Tories. Yes. What culture wars and trans debate? Oh crikey! Who said that? Now, oh, I wonder, was it this one?
It was Brexit, it was Boris, it was Corbyn, and it was as simple as that. Those 3 things together.
Thanks for the cue.
Great ingredients. At the next election, we haven't got those 3 things. We're going to have to think of something else. It'll probably be a mixture of culture wars and trans debate and
reduced to a question like,
he's a foul creature, that one is.
And culture wars and trans.
I don't like him. Don't want to see him. No. Good evening to Conservator from Simon Says 55. Oh, too far up. Okay, where are we? It's meditation time. Oh, meditation. I need to do that. You can all read the added bit, right? Has it disappeared from top chat or something? I don't know. Early corn. Lamar Potts. For those of us who wish the destruction of Britain, any if that list could be excellent as PM, especially Mogg. What? Oh, we've got destruction of Britain. That's pretty much there already. I think we're getting close. Good night. Oh, take care, Regan. Be good. I'm off to bed. Well, it's getting late, isn't it? It's 12:20 here. I did do a 7-hour stint once. I'm not saying I'm going to do that again. I was rather knackered, but how the hell did I do that for 7 hours? I don't know. Oh yeah, don't forget to beat the old like button. Yeah, help the channel, you know. I need all the help I can get. Just let you know, I'm going to be uploading more videos on this channel, but they're probably going to be a lot more short videos as well. Stuff that I can literally just do. Do you know what I mean? So I got to think too much about it. I'll take care, Conservator. No, buddy. And Benny Kershaw, business like mental health needs certainty. You know what? You're spot on right there. It does. Just certainty. You need better organise yourself. You need to be able to close all those drawers, so you haven't got a messy head. France and EDF have the advantage of mostly having nuclear generators and a huge amount of wind power here and solar. They've invested massive amounts, but there's a lot of backslash. These people are idiots. I'll say it's just. I went to a fair here in France. It's like Brocan and what have you. Anyway, I went there and there was a stall on there. These people who about birds and stuff like that, and after birds and bird boxes and bees and all that sort of stuff. And I thought, but they also part of the stall was all about anti-wind turbines and anti-solar panels. And I thought, that doesn't make any sense. What the solar panels do, say for instance the life of these solar panels is 25, 30 years. Once their life is done, and let's say for instance the field is cleared or maybe new ones go there, that soil is virgin. It'll be full of life to feed all the little birds and stuff like that. It's the farmers are the problem. They're destroying the land. They really are. It's overworked and full, and it has to have crazy amounts of fertilizers just so it can grow stuff in it. Okay, you get some farmers, cattle farmers, I think they might actually put some cow muck down, and obviously it put some energy back in the ground, but it doesn't solve the problem with the structure, all the little microorganisms and stuff, biodiversity. You stay away from that bloke. If Long John sees him, it's free 3-minute rounds. Oh, crikey, is it? It's Spunk Bag Squarehead. What, baby? Jesus, Spunk Bag Square. I can't stand that man. He's awful, isn't he? He really is awful. Gotta go. But the bear index to see how strong the nation is. If an average hourly worker can have a food at their local after work and it doesn't affect their budget, then it is a healthy country. But what if they had, say, for instance, they could get a few, but before they could also buy a house? But now they can't. Anyway, it's time for me to go. Mental health needs healthy minds, alright? It does. You're right, number 3. And I feel that we are, as a society, in the United Kingdom and here in France, people are more open to speak about it now, and I think that's really important. I mean, we have to talk about this stuff. Who do you talk to? I think people are more accepting, and I think especially men, I think a lot of men were suffering in silence, regarding mental health. So I definitely think it's a bonus, and obviously it helps people. Sometimes just talking about it just helps. Imagine a free-armed rat man who replaced his eye with a piece of radioactive rock, riding a giant rat whilst wielding a man-catcher and a whip. That's Frot the Unclean. What? Topsmith says the Harry's Farm video. Did you see his boohoo moment as he walked away from the camera at the end, pretending he wasn't a polluter? I watched it all the way through, and yes, I did see it, and I left a few comments on there as well, because he was. I usually like his video. He's a bit of a Tory mind. I usually like his videos, and I think it was Pete Douglas actually put me onto him. But that one annoyed me because he's been disingenuous. He was actually saying things that weren't true, and then I lost respect for him. I can't stand it when people lie. I felt he was lying. That was more than just misunderstanding. That was outright lying. As far as I can tell, anyway. So I wasn't very impressed. And it doesn't make a lot of bloody sense what he was saying. Some of it did. Someone that's fair enough, you know. If anyone knows, Harry's Farm is a farmer who happened. I think he bought the farm in 2012, I think it was, or 2. Can't remember now. Anyway, he's had the farm several years. Anyway, he's got a YouTube channel, and he's just talking about stuff. And he's no Brexiter. He's not keen on Brexit, but he's not happy because farmers get a lot of bad rep regarding the amount of CO2 emissions and cows burps being blamed. I don't know why, but yeah, the remnants and yeah, he had some fair points, but he was trying to put methane and CO2 gas into exactly the same basket, as though it was the same thing. Not as though it's literally what he's pretty much saying. So, yeah. Men won't ask for directions, let alone mental health help. Lack of mental training and consciousness awareness, says Kevin Cottrell, is the biggest weakness of a Western society. I think we're better than we used to be honest. I'm happy to talk about it. You know, I wouldn't have done before. I'd have been stum. You know, and sometimes I struggle. You know, especially since we've been doing this YouTube, like, you know. And other times it's quite, I find it encouraging. Do you know what I mean? It gives me a bit of a buzz sometimes. And other times I put highs and lows, highs and lows. You like us motorbike videos, though? You like us motorbike? What? I have a motorbike. Oh, I do. I went on the other day, actually. It was flipping freezing. I was all done up in balaclava thing on as well. And it was so cold. Blimey, freezing it was. I feel your pain there, Top Smoke. I get mental health problems when I see the amount of fluff in my belly button. It's a big belly button. The whole point is he was promoting eating meat. Yeah, pretty much. Well, he's a farmer. He's a farmer. That's what he's you know. Oh, I get you. Yeah, I get you now. Sorry, Harry's garage. Yeah, he's got his garage one as well. He's a bit of a Tory there. But there you go. Anyway, it's time for me to go because I'm just talking to the squid and rubbish now. As I do. So, I hope you all have a lovely week. I hope this flipping rain stops raining. That would be very nice. Because it just seems to be non-stop. So what can I leave you with? So, thank you very much. And thanks to the spanners. It's much appreciated. It really is. So, alright. My dog's still there? Yeah, that one's there. Where's Wally gone? Oh, he's in front of the fire. Right, so... I think he is. Where's he gone? Where's my Wally? Got Bear and Sebastian. Sebastian, Bear and Pandora. No what? Anyway. So. What can I leave you with? Do 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 do. Stand up and fight. Oh, crikey, no, I'm not going to do that one again. Rewilding. Oh, done that one. I've been to Rishi Sunak on his way out. There you go. We've got to have the Gary there.
I will unite our country, not with words, but with action. I will work day in and day out to deliver for you. Whoop-de-doo!
Hello, Joe Biden here.
Mr. President, it's Rishi Sunak. How are you?
And everybody else that happened to be here. He does, so he's still here, is he? And Regan Elite. All those spanners. Lots of spanners and Madmonk 33. Oh.
Did you see today's Telegraph? Brexit is dead.
Yes, I did. That was
And
an
those
article.
are your most fanatical supporters.
What do you do then?
I'm getting cat and nine tails for.
Cat nine tails.
How can your greatest supporters allow this sort of adverse propaganda be published?
That was an article by
This
Cheryl
is the Daily
Jacobs, Lord
Telegraph.
Heseltine. But the point is, what she was concerned
okay.
about
Well, look,
is that the
okay.
establishment figures.
Let's start again. What about this one? The Bank of England. People £1,000 worse off.
You know, there were comments about it was due to global markets. I mean, I don't really think that is the case.
The Daily Telegraph. It's not me. It's your friends.
The reality is that our GDP growth.
So
since
the reality,
referendum-
I've just told you what the reality is.
Will still be Mars bars. The reality is the figures, Lord
trying to
Heseltine,
delude
the figures
people as
show-
you've been doing for 6 years.
I've got a brilliant new strategy, which is to make so many gaps.
How can you dare to say that it's only 2 years or 4 years? The referendum was
Because that's
in
a question of fact, Lord Heseltine. It is only 2 years
nearly
since the end of the
7
relationship.
years ago. And the people who were in charge in the government of the day, Boris Johnson, Liam Fox, David Davis, did you think they knew what they were doing? 2 years before we had the general election. Then we were told we'd get Brexit done. Why now? Are we still waiting?
The Prime Minister in waiting.
To know what that means. I'll tell you why. Because it meant a pack of lies.
He's a liar.
Yeah, but...
You like him because he's a liar?
Yeah, because he's human.
Well, Lord Heseltine, let me tell you why. The reason that we're in the position we are is because Remainers such as yourself worked very, very hard to thwart Brexit ever happening.
What a load of bollocks!
So you can recite the many years since 2016
Come
thing,
on,
but
come
we've had
on.
no time
You
to
know
actually make
perfectly
it
well.
work.
You've had 6 years with your hands on the levers of power.
We'd love to have had 6
Don't
years.
tell
We'd
me
love
it's
to have
people
had
like
that.
me, your civil servants.
Bear
What
with
are
us
your
a second.
ministers doing?
By the way, I've been wondering what that special place in hell looks like for those who promoted Brexit without even a sketch of a plan how to carry it safely. Thank you.
Like, there are more people in this audience who voted for Boris Johnson. So we get Brexit done. For the Conservative Party than for any other single party here. So let's have a show of hands, shall we? Who believes Boris Johnson was telling the truth yesterday?
Tell me, isn't the sheriff supposed to be courageous, loyal, and above all honest?
But he's human. Toodaloo. Thanks a lot, guys and gals. Sorry, bad monk.